Hello everyone, welcome to 3D Screen Plays Pathfinder Episode 3. This one is named The Night of Cursed Luck. And we are playing with half crew tonight. We have Caladrian and Maricena. So, I'm not going to force you guys to give an overview of what happened last time because I wrote it and it isn't painfully long, so I'm going to abbreviate it. The watches occur generally without incident until Maricena discovers that there are fire beetles that attack them. They engage. No one's really hurt from any of them besides the beetles. They lose track of the owl bear. The party drinks the preventative medicine and head into the cave. They end up going to the right after Bay makes a hello noise, and then they end up fighting giant centipedes which almost kill Cal when they fall on him.
That was my fault.
Bay, Mandalorian, coup de grace the centipedes. The group went into the cave as water starts to not crawl, but increase as they walk into it, growing warmer. Mandalorian at some point notices egg sacs on the ceiling. Barry carries Maricena, whom notices a glitter in the distance. The party heads towards it, managing to avoid crab-like creatures in a pile of bones that they discover below them, and these creatures are known as cave fishers. The water gets warmer and deeper to the point of being uncomfortable as the group nears the light, which is something buried in a rock pile. Cal somehow summons a glass flute for a minute. Maricena plays until it fades away. They offer to teach Maricena how to swim as they reach the stone pile. The group exits the water. They notice the heat of the water immediately dissipates. Mandalorian crushes both of her feet, and Cal injures his left arm, which is made of green wood and is dripping sap. The left side of his chest is revealed to have spider-like scarring. The crack in his hand is currently leaking sap. It's double leaking. Mandalorian's feet are dug out. Bay manages to uncover a small metal box with slits from which the light is emitting. The box goes in the backpack. At the end of the tunnel, there is a green X on a wall that Cal detects moderate abjuration magic. He throws a rock at it that stops before reaching the wall. It falls into the water without making a ripple. Maricena, acutely noticing the lack of ripples, uses a bardic performance distraction, which reveals the water, heat, and wetness to be an illusion. Cal is fascinated. Mandalorian has pools of blood beneath her feet from her wounds. Cal touches the green X and the stone wall begins to grow around his hand. Cal and Bay manage to pull him from the wall. The stone is still on Cal's hand but no longer growing. A melodic humming is heard from within the hole in the wall from which Cal ripped. Maricena recognizes this to be an ancient elven funeral dirge. The wall begins to close from where it's broken. The party debates individual will. Then Bay breaks the wall, which collapses and no longer appears to repair. Mandalorian sees a sliver of silver or white color in the distance, which is revealed to be an elven ghost woman. She is humming the funeral dirge. As Bay states they are going to leave, the woman holds out a skull with a hole from eye socket to the back of the skull. Cal takes the skull and the woman fades away, as well as the funeral dirge. Cal notices a vial of universal solvent and a small chain attached to the floor with an ankle lock. Cal and Maricena speak to each other in Elven, much to the chagrin of the rest of the party. As the party passes through the remains on the wall with the green X, a brief portion of the funeral dirge is heard. The group makes it out of the cave. The remains of the giant centipedes are gone. The party agrees to take the skull outside to bury at some point later. Bay breaks the stone on Cal's hand. The skull is stored with Dolores. Maricena privately gives Mandalorian her potion. The group heads back into the cave and heads to the left. After an hour of walking in substantial mold, the group takes their second potion. The mold begins to form a canopy and envelops the entire cave wall, ceiling, and floor, and later starts to form tendrils or vines. Parts of it have been recently cut and withered. The party enters further into the cave, and a pitter party is heard behind them in a large room. No creatures are seen. As the party moves deeper into the cave, there are more frequent and fresh marks of mining, encountering a somewhat fresh campsite. Bay learns of phrases with multiple meanings and displays the language Terran. The group presses on, calling out for Marcoso. The vines get thicker, and there's evidence of a freshly cut path. Bay cuts a path through the vine mold, and the pitter-patter is heard by Mandalorian, who looks and sees 6 pairs of eyes. Bay speaks to them, and they run away. Maricena plays ladder and sings in Abyssal. The marks on the walls become more frequent, and Bay finds a 6-pound gold nugget, which they take. Cart tracks are seen wildly jumping around. Maricena and Cal speak in Elven. Mandalorian curses in Draconic, which Cal responds to. In agitation, Mandalorian curses in Giant. Bay speaks in Druidic to the plants, not actually speak with plants, just talking to plants with no aim for response. Mandalorian notices 12 pairs of eyes behind them. They take a single step back, and they reveal to be vegapygmies infused with purple mold. Maricena crawls up onto Mandalorian's shoulders. Maricena understands they're speaking in Undercommon and realizes they are attempting to ambush the party. She intimidates them, casting Haunted Fae Aspect and yells in Undercommon, "I'm a motherfucking queen, bitch," and laughs maniacally. The Vegapygmies run in fear. The trail of tracks becomes more wild, as if in trouble. The group comes up to the cart and finds the wheel broken, filled with gold and gemstones. Everyone takes gemstones.
Because why
not? Footprints continue in the direction the cart was going, running large running strides. The party follows until they reach a strange hard line where no mold grows. The group hustles for a while longer and reaches the large pit. After calling into the pit and hearing a faint noise, Cal drops a bright stone and see the pit is about 300 feet deep with about 100 feet of water. A body is seen floating on the water. Cal detects faint illusion magic. Marcetta again plays distraction and reveals a spiral of steps along the outside of the pit, which are normally invisible and about 6 inches in depth. Faye, Mandalane, and Marcin descend to the pit. Cal waits at the top.
Maybe impulsive, but I ain't dumb.
Like a smart
After several falls,
oh my god!
they make it into the pit. They find Marcoso. They cure him and protect him from the mold, and then attempt to escape after a very, 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 very difficult climb. The quartet ascends from the staircase. On the way out of the cave, the group grabs a bag of gemstones and gold and continues forward, terrifying the Vegapygmies again. Before in the cave, they encounter a gray-skinned creature chattering in Undercommon. They fight it, and after several chokings, the group manages to kill the creature and escape slicing its body to ribbons. Cal is gravely injured.
That one was not my fault.
The group exits the cave where Bay and Maricena bury the skull. Maricena plays a funeral dirge from the cave. Bay lays out gemstones and buries the skull with special ritual, burying a single opal on the grave. Maricena lights a candle for the burial and also lights a second candle. Dinner is consumed and Cal takes off his greenwood arm and plants it in the ground over several days on the journey back to Kors. They make it back to Kors after several days. Marcoso gives the party a gift of a black opal as thanks and then returns to Euris. The party learns of his 10,000 gold debt. Maricena gives him the ruby she pulled from the broken cart earlier. Cal pulls away from the group and returns to the dock and attempts to buy 4 tickets, but is told that they will not sell a ticket to a gnome, so Cal buys 3 tickets for 2 days, as the night of Cursed Luck is tomorrow. Meanwhile, the remaining trio purchases 3 rooms for a night in the Wayward Traveler. The group meets up and are undecided if they will travel together, but Maricena offers to take Bay to Valakatesh, which is unfamiliar. Bay asks if Maricena will be their friend. Maricena says she will let them know in the morning. The group eats dinner and then goes to their respective rooms for the night, and the party leveled up!
Woo!
So now that took me a good...
I didn't specify which morning I was telling her. I just said I would say in the morning. It could be in the morning tomorrow. It could be in the morning 6 years from now.
So after 8 minutes of abbreviation of my synopsis, which is too long.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to work on that, darling.
Yeah.
You two each have your own room, correct?
Yes.
Indeed.
Right. Why don't you roll a d20 to see who wakes up first?
12.
19.
Alright. Cal, you awake.
Okay. Time to make sure if the inscriptions on my arm are settling in nicely. They didn't heal over last night. I just want to make sure everything's all in working order.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Then time to prepare my spells. And I think I figured out something. A couple things, actually. I think I figured out how to make people grow and shrink. Like, more than usual.
Somehow in the night, you realize the one rune you were looking for in your spell.
Got it!
Which was actually, for both of them, the rune for person.
That's an important one. And it's slightly varied when you take it to size. Like, it's slightly different than for color or for light.
I like how you're talking to yourself in the...
I picture it.
Yeah, I can see it. You're very excited.
It took fucking forever.
Alright, so you spend an hour getting all of your spells picked out. In that time, Maricena, you awake.
Oh, God, I hate the sun.
Roll perception for me.
2 plus... I think it's 5, I can't remember. Yeah, 5.
Okay, never mind.
7. I sit up. Rub my eyes.
Packrat is sleeping next to you.
I kick him away. Get up, Packrat. We have work to do.
God, you're awful.
Packrat blinks at you and nuzzles up to you.
Okay, yes, that's quite enough of that.
Packrat leaps off the bed, grabs something off the floor, and skitters back to you and is holding a letter in his mouth.
What is that? Give that to me.
You rip the letter out, it tears slightly.
What is it? Like, do I
Dear friend, I hope. I received word that I needed to go someplace, but I will be back soon. I am taking my friend with me. Love, Bay.
For having quite an extensive journal, I really would have thought she would be a better writer.
I would have assumed so too, but I didn't have time to write it.
I look to Packrat. I guess we should see what the strong one is up to. Wait, did you say that she took...
Her friend.
Oh, I guess she took her with her, then. Okay, well, never mind then. I'm going to go knock on Caladrian's door.
Alright, so you haven't quite finished. You have about 10 minutes left in picking your spells.
What?
Open the door now.
I'm working on something, it's unlocked.
Caladrian has...
I've got like not a huge book, but like a sizable book out in front of me, and like I'm hunched over. I've just finished writing something, and like I'm fanning it with another piece of paper to cool it off.
And Andweir is sitting next to and just kind of watching intently.
It's quite a cute little collection of things you've got there.
Which one?
All of it.
It's not much in the scope of all things.
I kind of like glance at some of the things he's writing. Do I recognize anything?
Roll spellcraft.
Sure. 13.
In some of the magics that you've known, you've seen these before. It's arcane in nature. It's definitely not divine.
Continue studying.
That's what.
Is there anything that we need to do today?
Not particularly. I'm kind of just waiting for the boat.
Why can't it leave today?
They think that today's bad luck.
Such a petty thing to believe in.
There's actual magic in the world, and they think it's just...
I mean, I suppose... I've seen quite a bit of magic outside of my own kingdoms thus far.
Yes, but some of it's actually provable. This one, like, people just believe that today's bad luck. It's not actually bad luck. I've lived through hundreds of these, for more than 100 of these. It's not just, like...
Bad luck.
Yes, I did stub my toe last year, but that was separate.
You also got landed on by centipedes.
That was 2 days ago.
It was still quite bad luck, if I have anything to say about that.
It was bad luck, and also I wasn't thinking about what would happen if they went unconscious. That was my fault.
Well, regardless.
Things to learn from.
I hope that portly woman down at the docks trips and eats a rock and dies. That can be her bad luck, right?
That is not
It'd be quite
impossible.
unfortunate if someone followed her down an alleyway.
I'm not going to do that, neither are you.
What? I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. You said it very...
I would be quite unfortunate if that happened to her.
Yes, and then you implied that someone was going to make that. It's...
Implied? I did not imply. I said it would be very sad.
Implied, intimated, hoped. I don't care what you were thinking. It's what you... okay.
She wouldn't even see me. I'm so small. I could skirt around her in her large belly.
You're quite distinctive.
I could skirt around her in her large belly. She wouldn't see me past her own walls. Whatever, Caladrian. I'm just trying to give you a good laugh.
Not to let her out of my sight, especially near the docks.
Alright, well, I'm going to go to the market and get some things for myself.
I'll go with you.
No, you just keep studying.
I'm going with you.
You have 10 minutes left to finish here.
You just keep studying. Come on, Packrat!
And we follow her.
Roll perception for Andrew.
He has +8 to this, which is nice. 19.
Okay. So, you spend 10 minutes continuing what you're doing while there's breakfast downstairs as you descend. There is sausage, blood sausage. There is egg and strawberry and blueberry. There's also like a pudding of sorts that has bread and bananas in it.
I don't need this kind of sustenance. Let's go, Packrat. Resist.
Before you go outside, the gentleman at the counter waves you down.
Excuse me, what do you need?
I would recommend being careful. Are you familiar with the Night of First Luck?
Familiar with it. I basically live in bad luck now.
Well, gnomes are considered lucky, so I would make sure that you don't travel alone.
I've got my Packrat here. He has been a very suitable minion thus far.
All right.
I
Good
put
luck.
my hood over my head. Come on, Packrat, let's go.
Oh,
All right, so you head to the market. Roll a survival check to find your way there.
Soon as I'm done.
19
Yes.
plus 1, so 20.
You follow your exact path that you took before, passing by the individual where you tried to buy the ink from, but chose to take it to the salon instead. You make it into the general market. What are you looking for?
I am looking for any sort of place that might sell me some nefarious ingredients.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Roll perception in the Grand Bazaar.
That is a 16 plus 5, so 21.
Okay. Are we looking for magic or non-magic nefarious things?
I'd like to find something that I might brew into a nice little potion or...
Okay. There is an alchemist.
Okay.
That is, or an apothecary rather, that has a shop nearby. You can see the sign written in common.
I take Packrat and I lead him there.
And Weir follows.
Do I notice underwear?
Roll perception.
That's not great. 7.
Roll for Packrat.
14.
Packrat, neither of you notice.
Okay.
Packrat's focused on leader.
Into the apothecary I go.
Alright. Roll for Anwar to see if they can make it in time before the door shuts.
Probably not.
Ding-ding-ding.
It's probably dexterity?
It's just a straight roll.
Okay.
Hits the door. Yeah.
Probably scurries back to find me.
Yeah. Heads back your way. Okay. You're currently inside.
What do I see?
Lots of herbs and spices. Several brewing cauldrons. And you see a live woman, long flowing hair, very, very pale.
Woman.
Yes.
Greetings.
Well, hello there.
Do you have any strong, potent poisons that I might look at?
Oh my. Well, I would never carry such a poison around. That would be absolutely illegal. What are you looking for?
Well, here's my idea. I want to convince my foes that perhaps
should be dead?
Well, yes, but in much colorful terms. Like, think I hand them the poison and I look them in the eyes and I say, you're going to eat this and you're going to like it. And then they will eat it, glass and all. And then they will die.
Well, it's hard to find true death poisons, but I can find you things that will make them weaker. How much are you looking to spend?
I fiddle around in my coin purse for a hot second. What will 13 gold get me?
It will get you right out that door.
I suppose 13 gold is not a lot.
No, unfortunately not.
Darling, you see, I've fallen upon hard times. It's a bit of a long story. I come from a very faraway land, and we don't use the same...
And let me guess, you're rich and you'll pay me back someday.
No, that's not it, darling. What if I could promise you a song? What is it that you want? Is it money? Is it love? Is it power? What do you want?
I want to know where this is going.
I could sing you a song for that, but it's not that interesting, darling.
Why would I give you something for a song?
Who knows? Perhaps you'll like it enough.
Sing me the song and we'll see.
Tell me what you want other than that ridiculous thing you just requested. What is it that you want in your heart of hearts?
I'd love to see my brother.
Your brother?
Mm-hmm.
Is it revenge?
No, the opposite.
I will not ask any further questions because I'm scared of where that... Scratch that, I'm not scared of anything. I'd like to try to fascinate her and see if I can make her think that she's gonna get what she wants someday.
Alright.
I don't really know how this is gonna work.
What's the save?
It is my 10 plus my level, right?
10
Or
plus
no,
half your level?
half my level plus my charisma, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe
So
so.
it's going to be 15.
What are you playing? Before I reveal the results.
I take out my harp and I say, "It's your brother you want to see." For what? I do not know. Whether to slit his throat or to give him a hug. You can bet your sweet ass you'll give me my drugs.
You just came up with that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. Words just poured out of my mouth. Thank you.
With a natural 1. Her eyes glaze. My brother's really coming.
You'll see your brother in a week, darling. Very soon. She says her brother's dead.
I don't have the poison made, but here's hemlock.
Thank you, darling. And I would
I have
like
to drink it.
I would like to stroke her face and be like, "Of course you've given me what I wanted."
And as you get closer, you realize that this is a drow.
She's quite beautiful, probably. Okay. I hope you see your brother very soon.
You said he will. She's gonna
And
settles into herself.
And I never lie. And I take Pack Rat and I walk out the door. How much hemlock do I have?
You have enough, if you make it correctly,
Okay.
to make 2 doses of the poison. So I need you to roll a society check for me.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
You've never heard of hemlock.
I smell it, just... Okay.
Roll to confirm.
I was gonna say, I know
Oh,
I
you're
have
gonna
crap.
eat it?
That's a 2.
No, you are not quite ready to taste it to identify it.
Maybe I'll
Oh,
have
man.
Caladrian try this later.
So at this point, Anvir has made it back to you.
Yeah.
Kind of a small bump on their head.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
That was a good bit of fun.
Alright. Okay, so where are we going?
Kind of leads you.
Yeah.
I'll roll for...
Quickly.
Oh, yeah. And you're currently wandering the market. Are you looking for anything else?
I think I'll tell you later.
Okay. At this point, you stumble on Marcena wandering. Kind of a gleeful, almost glee, but not quite glee.
Did does the innkeeper know who I am and who and that I was partying with the gnome, or that I was like traveling with the gnome. Did he give me that same warning?
He did not, because you were running out of there following Andrew, who made it up to your room.
Okay. But do I know about like at least the societal construct there?
Roll Knowledge Society, because I feel like it's something you're not very interested in.
That's a 12.
You know that smaller Fae-like folk are considered lucky.
Okay.
So, but
not
whatever that means.
Not a far leap, generally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you don't really encounter gnomes very often, so this wouldn't really encounter you. Although you are in the more superstitious area, so you're more familiar with the Night of Cursed Luck.
Yeah. Even if I think it's bullshit.
Yes.
So I'm running out, and I ran across her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Are you actually stupid?
Excuse me, what did you just say to me?
You wanted me to be your advisor, right?
You are my advisor, yes.
Yes. So, why didn't you let me advise you to stay fucking inside?
Because it's much more fun this way. Would you rather have me just stay inside all day?
At least until someone can go with you.
That's okay.
I'm going to give you a hint. So, gnomes are considered good luck, right? Generally speaking.
Those humans back there didn't act like it before.
They were quite eager to have you come with them, so I'd say they did. But aside from that, what's today?
The day of bad luck and stuff.
Yes. So,
they don't have that where I come from.
the more superstitious people here, it may not matter to you, and it may not. I might think it's.
Well, if it doesn't matter to me, then what does it matter?
Now that you're up close, I want you to roll Perception.
That is a. I don't think I put any points in that, so 19.
On Marisena's shoulder is a button that is very out of place. It blends into the outfit that is being worn.
That's not right.
It also is very, very faintly glowing.
Snatch that off her shoulder.
You now have a lightly glowing button.
Wait, what did you just steal
And
from
you
me?
hear it.
I didn't speak.
Did you just pull that off of my clothing?
Yes.
Put it back!
No. We're gonna try and spellcraft to identify what this is.
Is this detect magic or?
I can clearly tell it's magic.
Okay.
But I just,
Yeah, roll a spellcraft check for me.
And I'm an elf, so I get +2 to identify items. Okay. That is an 11 plus 9 plus 11. That's 22.
This is a button with message on it.
Hello, whoever's listening. Fuck off!
Alright, you're now yelled into a button.
Are you talking to a button?
I don't know who I'm talking to. Where have you been? Where'd you go? I throw it off into the. I just throw it off into the crowd.
Okay.
Just some lady. She gave me some things.
What did she give you?
She gave me this, and I show him the hemlock.
Roll a nature check on it to see if you recognize this.
I read a lot of stories.
Okay.
Like this. Okay. Because I'm just thinking yeah, I know what this is. That's a 22. Okay.
No, this is hemlock, and it's very illegal.
Get the fuck away!
Well, that's alright. I didn't realize you were so crabby today.
I'm not! But that's... Jesus Christ!
You keep insisting on coming with me, that every time you talk to me, you're prepared.
Because you keep telling me that you're going to give me a reward.
It is also very expensive when prepared.
Jesus Christ.
Either way, I convinced the nice lady to give it to me for a gold.
This nice lady that was so kind enough to spy on you.
It might not have been her.
Where else have you been that there would be a magic button?
I don't know, I've just been walking through the streets, Caladrian. I don't know what you're so bent out of shape about. I've seen other gnomes, I think.
Have I seen any other gnomes?
Or were they fathlings? Half people.
Halflings.
Half persons. I don't know.
Hopefully at least they'd have half a brain.
I mean, I have 2 halfling servants at home, but Can I really be considered people? I mean, sincerely. Either way, welcome to the market with me. God damn it. I'm here to push buttons today, Ben.
I legitimately don't know how glad you will respond to that.
Well, then don't. If you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Andrea? At least try. Can you stay out of trouble, or at least make a lot of noise if you get in trouble?
Sure.
Okay.
I could
Andrea?
potentially do that.
Andrea? Where did she go?
Kind of points at the
Okay.
apothecary.
So I'll go in.
Okay.
I don't follow.
They're just kind of...
Oh, yeah. I know, I didn't expect you to.
There's a woman that's just kind of sitting there, kind of in bliss.
Oh, fuck.
Hello.
Hello.
How can I help you?
Well, a friend of mine came through not long ago.
Don't expose me like this!
Sorry?
Who?
A shorter person.
The one who promised I would see my brother.
Oh, fuck.
You know them? Oh.
I do.
How can I help you?
Well, see, she doesn't quite remember. She got something and then dropped it and doesn't quite remember what it was.
Oh, no.
What was it? And what, or at least what did she ask for? Something similar?
Nothing. I don't remember anything that they asked for.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, in that case, so she's still looking really blissed out and like...
She's less blissed out now, but she's like, I don't know anything that your friend was looking for.
Okay. So, do I know, like, do I see that she's drow, like, right away, or is that kind of hidden?
You can roll a nature check.
Okay. 20.
Yeah. They're
semi-familiar
to you.
Yeah, they're familiar to me. And this wasn't on the knowledge sheet. What do high elves think of them, or like regular elves think of them?
Most dislike them and think them to be inferior beings that twisted their bodies with shadow.
Alright. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much for, well, either way, hope to see you again, and I need to go find her. So.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm like, oh fuck. as I leave the store.
Where are you?
How is my hair holding up?
It's currently covered, so...
I didn't look at it in the morning or anything. I guess I didn't look
at
it. I would like to find the nearest window. I would like to see how well my hair is holding up.
You look and you see...
I'm not gonna like take it all the way off, I'm just gonna kinda...
It looks like it's holding up fairly well.
Very good. This terrible hair of mine is not coming back.
You see Marcel like...
If you don't tell me what you did, I will turn your hair pink again.
What? I did not do anything.
No, you fucking did something.
I made an exchange.
What did you exchange?
That's for me to know and for you to not find out.
It's for me to find out, or else you're having pink hair.
What, are you like my father or something?
Apparently.
You're very funny, Caladrian. What did she tell you?
She didn't need to tell me anything. She was still in the state you left her in.
She was like that when I found her.
No, she fucking wasn't.
You can roll bluff if you want.
I'm going to.
You can roll...
I don't know if I need to.
Do I get any
It's
bonuses because of...
No, I don't think
Do I
it's
get any
really gonna
bonuses
matter.
because of Cynthian?
Maybe. I'll...
Okay.
Give me a second. What did you
Sorry,
get?
I didn't...
I got an 18.
And what did you get?
I got a 2.
Okay.
I know. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I was gonna decide either way. It would make sense now.
Okay. Why do you care so much about her? Do I know that elves look down on Drow?
Roll society check.
That's a natural one.
Wow, that you should use a different die.
I don't remember.
There's a lot of years to remember things.
It was a long time ago. Alright.
What I'm concerned about is that I think you stole something.
I didn't steal it. I made an exchange for it.
What did you give?
I gave her a song. There. Are you happy now?
Wonderful. You stole an illegal good.
Does that cancel out?
No. I think it makes it worse.
Well, she shouldn't have stolen it to begin with.
No one said that she stole it.
Or she shouldn't have had illegal goods to begin with.
Yes, and does that mean that you should now?
Well, who has
Do you
to
even know what that is?
No, not really. Nothing's illegal well, for me, where I come from.
Right, because you're a queen, right?
He doesn't know that.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Oh.
Yeah, you don't know that.
You're some kind of royalty, right?
Something like that. But...
So where's your entourage? Where's your army?
Standing right here.
And where's your army?
My army? My army is...
Speaking of which, where is Bay and
Oh, I hand him the crumpled up little paper thing.
Oh. I hope they come back, hopefully by tomorrow.
Either way, it's no business of mine what they do with their lives. But, that being said, you're wondering physically where my army is.
I'm wondering why you don't have one right now.
Because I'm not supposed to be here, Caladrian. I don't know if you figured that out by now, but I'm very far away from home and this is not good.
I figured that out.
I woke up in the mountains, and I'm clearly not home.
Yes. I had noticed that. And I'm wondering... And actually, I think I'm beginning to realize why.
Why?
I don't think you're a very good queen. Or ruler, or something.
Just insult my queenship.
Yes.
You both are stumping each other.
Fuck you! Fuck you so much. In my 1,000 years, nearly 1,000 years, of leadership, I have never once lost. And this is the first time I've ever lost. But it's just a minor setback. So, if we can just get me home sooner rather than later, because every day...
Will they have you?
Every day feels agonizing out here. Lost my cool there for a moment. Yes, they will have me. Why?
Roll perception.
6.
There's a magenta curl that has appeared.
Look in the window.
I just did, Caladrian.
Do it again.
Magenta.
Is it all magenta?
Just one curl.
I need to go back to that store and I need to demand that they fix my hair now.
I think that seems best.
But what if it's just going to happen again?
Well...
Caladrian, you might not think much of me now. And who would, in this pathetic, wretched little body of mine? But... when I am home, I am feared and revered.
Your body is not why I think less, is not what is making me think less of you.
Then what is, Caladrian?
I don't think you'd understand if I told you.
Probably not, so don't bother.
Ah, the best way to talk to an advisor. Alright, so are you heading to the salon?
No.
Okay.
I don't trust them anymore.
I'm going to get some breakfast.
Alright, so you're headed back, or are you leaving?
I'm just gonna head
yeah.
back too.
Okay. As you're walking back, both of you roll perception.
Alright, Mark,
10?
17.
Okay. You're preoccupied thinking about food.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that there is an individual standing in one of the squares with long pieces of fabric, of white fabric hanging from them, and there are people riding on them.
On either side?
Mm-hmm. Riding on the fabric, and he's just kind of standing there.
This is
a
strange.
humanoid, blonde, just standing, and people are taking inkwells and quills and writing on these.
What are they doing?
You roll society.
Okay. 18.
You're not familiar exactly with what it is, but it's a religious thing that you've seen people do around this time.
Have I ever seen this?
Roll a society check.
Oh, that's lame. Probably not.
Not in your neck of the woods.
I very much don't
He kind of is trying to catch your eyes as you two are staring at him.
I'm not staring.
Do I recognize this individual? No. I look away.
Come! Confess your sins and curses!
Sins and curses, eh? That might actually be kind of fun.
Protect yourself from the night!
You'll want a new sheet of paper for this one.
He turns around and it's all sheets all the way down his back.
I keep walking.
I keep walking also.
Alright.
I was trying to think of something witty to say, but I was like, no.
And I just... You head on your way. You make it back. A good chunk of the breakfast is gone at this point. You kind of have like the moderate to late scraps.
Okay.
It's not bad, it's just not as good as it could be.
I'm just gonna get some. You said there was like a some kind of pudding.
Yeah, like a bread.
Yeah, like a bread pudding. I'll get some of that. I'll get some of the fruits.
Okay.
Yeah, and like a little bit of egg.
Okay.
I only put red fruits on my plate. Not very much.
Are you having any of the sausage?
Yes, I do. One.
Okay. Everything tastes about as to be expected. It's been out for a little longer.
Okay. Well. So we have a day to kill.
Yes, we do. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That guy talking about sins and curses. What are your sins and curses for Adrian?
Curses? I don't know if I have any in particular. But, except maybe poor luck, just generally speaking.
Poor luck?
Yes.
Is that what happened to your arm?
No, that was my own fault.
What did you do? If you don't...
don't attempt to do magic angrily. It doesn't tend to work out well.
Most of the magic I cast is out of anger, though.
Yes.
Or ever have, anyway.
I'm beginning to think that our magics are fundamentally different.
Perhaps.
What's the sensation when you cast yours? It seems rather, for lack of a better word, in the moment?
Spontaneous?
Yes.
It is. It feels like... Now don't judge me, because I have a ruse that I have to keep up, alright? So, it feels like sunshine. Like warmth.
Oh.
Like good things. Good things? Ugh, I hate to think about it. I learned my magic a very long time ago when I was very different than I am now, so...
Okay.
At least my basic magics, and that appear to have followed me here, so... Yes.
Okay. Well, for me, magic is... not... It's like watching myself do something. It's hard to explain. Does
it feel like you're not in your own body?
No, I'm in my own body. Watching it...
I was just curious.
I honestly don't know how to describe it, but... Except that I'm watching myself do something and watching power flow through me. And honestly, just shaping that power.
Sometimes the most beautiful things in life are when you watch yourself grow into something more powerful.
That's a different sensation, I believe.
I mean, myself. I was not born into nobility. I had to work for it. And seeing yourself transform into something much more powerful and grow it's a fulfilling experience, really.
Meredith says hello, and that she loves watching you guys.
Hi, Meredith!
Oh.
Miss you!
Hi!
We haven't killed you guys.
We
Sent you away.
Because you're not here right now.
Otherwise you'd be screwed.
At this point, before you can even say another word, a woman comes down to your table. Talismans? Talismans for the night of cursed luck. Keep yourself safe. Only 1 gold.
Sure.
Ooh, pick a talisman.
Are they different?
Mm-hmm. Some are silver, some are gold. Most of them have good gods on them. One of them...
Is Cynthian?
Yes, but it appears to be tin.
I will take it.
Interesting choice. Gold.
Sometimes not. The best things in life are not the highest quality.
Unprotected plenty.
If you say so. That wanders off.
I'm honestly tempted to stay indoors.
Why does it scare you so much?
No, but it'd be less annoying.
So, just for the description that I didn't give, the symbol on there is a mouth with an outstretched forked tongue, kind of swirling, coming out on this tin background, and it's in this like circle shape. On the other side, opposing, is a stylized fox, kind of blurred in smoke.
Might as well play into the tradition, right? Might as well have fun with it if it's going to happen.
I don't want to encourage superstition. That's what got. That's what caused all this to begin with.
All of what? This holiday?
This,
or?
why your gnomes are so uncommon, why magic is so
Are gnomes
restricted.
really that uncommon?
I've never seen one before I saw you. And that was 126 years.
Have I ever seen gnomes?
Roll a percentile die for me.
Okay. Weird questions you have to ask your DM. 50.
Yes. Not very recently, but you have.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just had to think there for a second. I know I've seen at least one.
You've seen probably 100 of them, but not recently.
Okay. Well, can you tell me more about why gnomes are not okay here?
It's not that they're not okay, but they're associated with magic. Which
Well, you're associated with magic.
No, I'm not. I'm associated. Elves are.
No, you yourself, Caladrian.
Me personally, yes, but you can't tell by looking at me.
I suppose.
Yeah.
According to
You give some sort of auras off.
Meredith, Game Master needs a snack.
I
Tried to show that. Continue.
I mean, I think I need to make the obligatory comment here. Game Master is a snack.
Oh boy, you looking like a snack?
You.
Hold on, I caught that.
I need to stop eating these because they're making me so thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
You can't tell by looking at me. That's why my hands are covered.
Very true. Remind me again, why are you leaving your home place thing?
Why am I leaving home?
Yeah, why are you leaving home?
Well, to find magics that I can't find in books.
I see. And where were you hoping to go prior to meeting me?
I didn't know.
Well, I promise you'll find some magics if you come with me. The Eastern Continent is full of magic. You just have to know where to look.
Well, hopefully we survive long enough to get there.
What do you mean?
Well, I've almost died twice now.
Well, maybe try not to do that next time.
I mean, that's the goal, but I mean, there's only so much you can do.
I didn't suffer a tiny little scratch. Maybe if you don't let giant centipedes fall onto your head.
Going on that again.
You're getting some weird looks from tables nearby as they just...
Mind your own business. Jeez, people.
We're right.
This is why I don't like to hang out. This is why I don't like to be in the presence of others.
At this point, a waiter has come up and then immediately turns around and walks away.
You just went to a crowded market.
Yes, that's because I needed fresh air. Because pack rat smells bad. It makes my room smell awful.
You could fix that.
How? How would I fix that, Caladrian?
Cast prestidigitation and clean up Packrat.
Packrat was not very dirty. It's now fluffy.
Yeah. You have a spell that does that. Like that.
Yes, I do,
sorry.
but that doesn't...
I smell with my right hand.
There are a lot of looks right now that you cast magic and they all are staring at you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the one to get us in trouble this time.
The bartender kind of comes up to you. We don't do that in here.
Does he walk away?
We're a respectable location.
When he walks away, I'm just gonna see... I'm just gonna lean over and be like, see, Caladrian, we don't do that here. No, but I don't like to get my hands dirty if I can help it.
It's not... You don't touch him.
Yes, but normally I have servants to do that for me.
Packrat,
So what?
tongue comes up and grabs a strawberry and is pulling it off.
You have servants to what? Snap your fingers for you?
Yes, I do. They do everything I want them to. I have much more important things to do. I guess not now, but...
Like, you said they do everything. What important things do you have to do?
In my home, picture this. It's the top of the tower. You have access to all of the magics and books and research that has been collected for thousands of years. What else do you think you're going to do, Caladrian? You're going to learn. You're going to read. Sometimes you turn into a bat and you go outside.
What use are those magics if you don't use them?
I never said I don't use them.
But this is an example of using your magics.
Well, generally my magics are reserved for... I mean, I prestidigitate at home, but not for other people, for myself.
You just said it was making you uncomfortable that he was... So why is that not for yourself?
Maybe he was farting a lot, I don't know.
You know what fixes that?
No.
Prestidigitation.
Not the air.
Yes.
No, it only
cleans.
affects 1 foot of space.
Yes.
So approximately half of me worth of space.
Did you know that you can snap your fingers more than once at a time?
I usually play music about it, but I don't know why you're so caught up on this. Trust me, when I am home, the
Packrat
last thing...
keeps sneaking more food off of your plate.
Quit it! I slap him.
He
Nope.
kind of starts nuzzling your leg.
You didn't ask. And I pulled a couple down and I put them on the floor. Ask next time.
Pack rat very quickly eats everything.
You can't talk.
Yes, but he also doesn't have to put his tongue on my plate. Everyone's gonna think we're just an honorary married couple that fight with each other constantly.
That's kind of how we act, so...
Kind He can ask with gestures. He's a smart boy. His eyeball.
Yeah.
Likes his eyeball.
Just one of them. The other one has a hair on it.
I think me and Andrew exchange a glance.
And they're just kind of stares at your food.
How hungry are you, Pack Rat?
He's a rat.
Give him the entirety of my food.
Pack rat eats all the food and starts to chew on the plate.
Just give me that. Give me that.
Try and make a strength check to pull.
Oh yeah, I guess he's pretty big compared to me.
Yeah.
Natural
Hey!
20.
Roll to confirm.
Oh god, please don't kill Pack
Kill
Rat.
Pack Rat.
11.
You manage to pull and swing Pack rat to the other side and you rip it out of his mouth.
Stronger than I look.
She twirled Pack rat, which is bigger than she is.
I put it gently down onto the table.
That shouldn't work.
I'm gonna pat him on the head. Thank you. For
There's a
giving
couple
it
like
back to
tooth
me.
marks that are scraped into the plate.
I hide it under another plate at the table.
Which reminds me, I go get a small plate of sausage and stuff for Andrew.
Alright. And we eats the sausage.
That's bad.
I'd like to note that I barely ate anything.
Okay. There's hunger pangs that hit your stomach.
Last time we were here, you ate your entire body weight in meat.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Thank you for reminding me. Yes.
I asked for two reasons. One, it was quite impressive. And second, why?
I guess I was just very hungry. And I needed something to satiate that hunger.
That much is obvious. But people don't normally, again, eat their body weight in sausage.
Perhaps not. And
No perhaps about it.
what are you insinuating?
What is going on? You keep talking like you're not yourself. You keep saying that you lived for thousands of years.
Who knows? Maybe I'm just bullshitting everything.
That's certainly possible. But,
Considering I follow the goddess of lies, yes.
well, I know much about that. I don't think I know much about that. No, I wouldn't know much about that.
It would be on your knowledge sheet.
I don't think I know much about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do know lies.
Yeah, no, I know about that, yeah. I know that people can say things that aren't true. I'm not in that world that Ricky
I'm not
Gervais is in
entirely
all the time.
sure what you're insinuating, Caladrian.
I'm insinuating that something's going on with you.
Yes,
That's
something
less
is...
obvious than my wooden arm.
I mean, something is obviously going on with me. You don't just show up on a different continent.
Yeah! And people's hair doesn't normally turn purple.
Well, this hair started out this color.
Yes, and
Yes.
then it turned purple.
Oh, I don't actually know why that's happening. Do I?
No, you haven't done anything. You haven't spent enough time.
I will take the hood off slightly. Is it getting worse?
Is it getting worse?
Are you taking off the whole hood or just
No,
part of
just
it?
part of it.
No, it's just that one curl.
It's just the one curl.
Well, maybe she just missed a spot.
I don't... We should go into our rooms. I think we're starting to get some looks.
Well, maybe.
Well, we've been getting looks for a while, right?
Alright, fine. Okay, I'll go.
As you head up the stairs, you hear "Have fun, you two!" from somewhere in the room.
If actually,
I would never!
while we're on our way, because we only got the one night, I think, last time. It appears our friends have taken off, but just 2 rooms for one more night.
2 gold. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
Excuses me.
Alright, so you head upstairs.
Yep. I think you owe me a gold.
Do I?
Yes.
I reluctantly give him a gold.
Alright.
Thank you.
What are you guys doing while you're upstairs?
Well, I'm gonna start research into some new spells, actually. Probably. Let's see. What's some good first level spells?
Probably around 9 in the morning.
Okay. Okay. Never too really get a start on things, but.
What are you looking at?
I think with what we've had going on, I'm not quite ready to start on any kind of lightning-based spell, so probably gonna go with something like magic missile. Like just gonna start
projectiles.
Yeah, just get some kind of just something to impact and actually do some damage.
What are you doing?
I would like to be in my room, and I would like to start whispering in. I would like to start whispering in Abyssal, and I want it to be in Caladrian's ear from the other room.
So you cast message. You hear a faint whisper. Roll perception.
Natural 20.
God damn it.
Not confirmed.
You know this is Maricena. She has an accent.
In Abyssal?
In Abyssal.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. What do I speak? Should be in here somewhere.
It's sort of like you hear something that you recognize.
Yeah.
Even if you don't understand the language. It almost sounds phlegmy.
So I'm just gonna cast message back. Would you shut... Actually, I need to check first. Yeah, I'm good. Would you just shut up?
No, Caladrian, I just figured out how to do this and it's exciting. You thought you got away from me, didn't you? I think it lasts a minute first, so I don't think you have to...
I thought it was every message I just said in the casting.
Well, you can answer back with message, though.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't write it down, but it lasts.
I think it lasts for a certain amount of time, not for
Okay.
messages.
Okay. I guess I'm just used to the 5e message at that point then. I'm sorry, what did you say? I forgot what you said already.
I just learned how to do this. It's exciting.
I'm so happy for you.
Well, if I'm going to talk to my advisor, it'd be nice to
So you
talk
pull out
from
your
a
piece of
distance.
copper wire.
I was just thinking about how fun it would be, to be able to talk to you from a distance, and how convenient it would be.
It's
because
10 minutes per level.
10 minutes.
It's
per
20 minutes of this shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, Caladrian.
I just thought I'd report back and tell you that I figured out how to do it. So
How to do what?
this,
Oh.
whatever this is, I like it. It's delightful.
What joy.
I hope you lost whatever research you were doing, and then I'm gonna
I
cut off the
write
line.
everything down.
Click.
Go back to it.
Alright, how long are you going to spend doing this?
I'm gonna probably spend a good hour on this one.
Okay.
Or
You
rather 40 minutes. But
Okay.
considering what just happened.
20 minutes of
That.
Okay.
I teach myself a song of feeling.
Alright. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, more beautiful than that.
Yes. Less tinky.
Yes.
So,
Basically, yeah.
so at this point, an hour wraps up.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what to do.
I don't either.
It's just a long day ahead of us, and
and see what, like, the hubbub is about. I mean, they probably have some fun, like, do they burn witches at the stake or something? What do they do?
Honestly, I don't know.
Did they throw, like, unlucky people into the water? Please, Caladrian, I'm new here. You need to inform
Yes,
me.
and for all intents and purposes, outside of knowing that this exists, I have no idea what's going on.
I go to the person downstairs, the main desk person.
Alright. Marcena!
Hello! I forgot. I don't know your name.
I don't think you ever learned my name.
What's your name?
Podrick.
Podrick.
Where the fuck did I come
In Maricena's
No,
mind.
this is podricking.
In Maricena's mind, she just thinks, what a plebeian name. Podrick.
Podrick.
Sir Podrick, if you will.
Oh, I'm not a knight.
Shit. That's the lowest. In my mind, that's the lowest form of human being that I talk to. Podrick. Yes, Podrick. So, you mentioned earlier about how I shouldn't go outside. Well, clearly I'm still here. But I was wondering if you could give me more information about what this unlucky day of unluckiness is about. Because it sounds delightful to me, but maybe perhaps it's not delightful.
Well, I only know
I'm from far away, so forgive me for my ignorance.
I only know tangentially. If you really want to know, you could always go to the Temple of Arata. They'd be more than happy to tell you about their special holiday.
Do you know about Arata? Probably not.
You might. Roll society with... just a straight society.
I'm probably allowed downstairs at this point.
No. Society. Divina. So, 14.
Gets along very well with Scythian.
Oh! Delightful. Where is this place located?
Oh, you can't miss it. If you head towards the... you walk down at this point. So if you head towards the market, take an immediate left, continue down, you're going to see this large temple. It's going to be green and orange.
Is it the main place of worship in this place?
Yes. For Arata, yes. We're in a very holy city. There's very many. You can find temples for all the gods around here.
I just see Maricena's face with all the calculations, like that lady gif where she's like thinking, this is a very holy city? Is there any churches dedicated to Cynthian?
Yes. It's actually nearby, just maybe 10 minutes south.
Glorious. This pleases me. And I walk off.
Alright, so as you're coming down to that and she starts walking out.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're going wherever that is.
Alright. Roll survival with advantage. You've been given directions.
Oh boy.
Yeah, boy!
19 and 18, wow. 20.
Alright. You walk for maybe 20 minutes and you see this orange and green temple, which is a little strange in its design, but think Gothic and Victorian having a really ugly colored baby.
I'm not sure who made the design choices here, but I want to have a word with our manager.
The center, all of the filigree and the designs on the outside are orange-green. It's kind of this deep forest green that kind of wraps the inside. The center above the door, which is an arch-shaped door, has a symbol of an individual that's kind of white, and this kind of cloud rising and wrapping over them, and kind of falls within that symbol. And they're covered in obscurity.
You said that was a Zata?
Errata.
Errata.
E-R-E-I'm sorry, E-R-A-T-A.
Errata.
Got a flavor text.
I wrote the flavor text.
No, I'm just saying, like, I guess, God of retcons. Errata.
Yes.
Shall we find out what this whole hubbub is about, Ladrian?
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
don't exactly have my laboratory, so...
You have a laboratory?
I did.
Did?
Yes. Past tense.
Why did?
Why did...
Why is it did? Why do you no longer have it?
It's not really important right now.
Well, when we get to Valakatesh, I will build you the most grand laboratory.
Fine, let's just see what's going on in here.
We'll follow him in.
Alright. Door is currently shut, but it looks like it's fairly easy to push even though they're large.
I'll push one open then.
Alright. Swings open and you hear this kind of faint muttering that kind of goes throughout the entire temple. It's very well lit. And you see that there are several individuals in this orange and green attire. Some of them, it's robes with the symbol of Scythian on the chest, and other ones where it's a metal disc on the side.
Oh, this is Cynthia?
I'm sorry, errata.
Errata, okay.
Errata, my mistake. Errata's symbol.
What is the symbol?
That was the pale figure with the dark cloud that kind of rises and obscures them.
I look over at the hinges. Honestly dumb.
And there's this kind of muttering, and you see people with these books, and they're walking, and some of them are writing on these long pieces of parchment and just putting them aside. There's someone at the door who greets you. Hello, children. How can I assist you today?
Greetings.
Kind of stands up from a bow.
I am from far away, and I was curious as to what the events of today are about.
Our most glorious night of cursed luck?
Yes.
Are you familiar with errata?
I know that errata gets along with Scythian rather well.
Oh, of course. Are you a worshipper of Scythian?
You could say that.
Oh, blessed be.
May her...
Errata is the ruiner, the commander of scales. She that slithers, the goddess of curses.
I like this more and more.
She's not known for being kind nor patient, and angering her leads to misery, as does angering us. We take great joy in passing on her will and her pain as she discriminates. And tonight is the most blessed night. Some people say it to be the night of coincidences, but they are not informed in the ways of errata. Those who find value in curses, if we are to create a curse, tonight is the most powerful night.
And what kind of curse are we creating, darling?
Oh, it's all different. Just take out on he or she who has wronged you in the past. And,
how wonderful.
You can bring the curse to fruition on the next year and its most powerful effect. So having a curse that takes an entire year...
Is it only one person?
Send out as many curses as you like.
This is gonna be fun.
If you choose, write your curse on this piece of paper, toss it into that jar, and when we burn it tonight, the curses will be released. If errata chooses them to be.
Well, what are we waiting for? This sounds exciting to me.
I'm glad you're having fun.
You see, when they asked us to write our curses and sins, I thought it was some sort of forgiveness thing, or...
Oh, curse!
Or like, oh, confess.
That individual out there must be ignored. They're from the good side.
Oh, so it's not the same.
No. They want you to absolve yourself of your curses and sins, to protect yourself with purity, which is, of course, hogwash. Doesn't matter if you're pure. If you're cursed, you're cursed. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so worked up.
No, darling, I like the passion.
He pulls out a flail. I must go take out my anger, and disappears around the back of the altar.
What wonderful individuals.
And as you see that there's a circular pieces of paper that have been shaped, and they kind of had the symbol of Scythian almost smoked onto it, right next to a very large jar, which you see is about half filled with filled out pieces of paper.
I start filling out a piece of
I'm
paper.
gonna very slowly and hopefully discreetly try and make my way out of the temple.
Right, if you're writing one down, write it.
Well, okay, so I would like to say I very impassionately get my pen and I start writing my curse. And partway through, this isn't right. I have to be the one to do this. If it's some god doing my work for me, that's not quite as good. It's not revenge, that's just divine intervention.
You're hearing this as you're walking away.
You kids have fun! And I tear up my piece of paper and walk out.
I'm gonna walk a ways away from the temple and try and find someone who does not appear to be associated with that thing.
It's difficult to find right outside the temple.
No, I'm walking away from the temple. Like,
You walk to a couple streets down.
And while I'm looking, I'm gonna look for symbols of hexes.
Of hexes? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any in this general area.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask what hopefully looks to be a random passerby. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find any temples to Hexus, no memorials.
Oh, you're on the total wrong end of the city.
I thought I might be.
You're gonna want to go north near the outside farming mining district.
Thank you very much.
Roll perception to see if you can find Caladrian.
Nope.
Alright, are you caring about...
I don't think I was paying attention when she was saying all that, so I think she's still writing a curse.
Alright, so we'll split the party.
Oh.
So we'll follow you first.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're making your way to the northern part of town, looking for signs for Hexus.
Mm-hmm.
So roll 3 perception checks for me.
6, 19, and 9.
Okay. You miss several signs on your walk over.
Yeah.
But you manage to see a very... Sorry, let me get over that. It's a very similar design. Eek. Oh my gosh. You see the sign of Hexus in the distance, which is circle with the glowing magic rune on the side of an anvil.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk up and you see that there's this beautiful black and silver temple. It's very boxy, almost anvil-shaped in its design, so it overhangs off the sides.
Yep.
But it's similar all around. It's like a large table.
That's better.
And you see individuals walking around in the robes of this, which are very, very tight around the mid forearm to keep away from flames.
Yeah.
And the hearth. And there are individuals standing there outside the door that are just kind of praying and kind of... It looks like they're like reaching out to bless people from a distance from where they're at.
So there's... Is there any kind of proper... I don't know if I know this, but is there any kind of proper form of dress for the clergy? Or is it just, like...
It kind of ranges between clergy. There tends to be some sort of robe. This one is more utilitarian than...
No, something you call them. Like,
you can...
Okay.
You can call them your priestlyhood. Any type of honorific. Hexus is more lax.
Yeah.
Or fellow smith is something that is used to.
It's nice to be back among fellow smiths.
Oh, a smith yourself?
Attempted. Several times. There is one work I'm quite proud of. But,
oh, isn't there always one?
Yes, one in particular.
How can we help you?
Just looking to get away from from some of the more unfortunate friends. Companions, rather, I suppose.
Sounds like you shouldn't keep companions if you don't like them much.
Hopefully, this particular will lead to some new revelations, or old revelations we found.
Well, we know what old things are lost and sometimes found.
And sometimes for the best, sometimes for the worst. But a little knowledge had is better than none at all.
Yes.
Anything the temple's working on right now? Any particular projects?
Oh, not at the moment. Just actually searching for a way to expand the temple. We're thinking about building a second floor.
Oh.
Well, second and the floor, another 6 floors.
Oh, wow.
But unfortunately, the expense and the enchantments that would be required in a city that does not value enchantments is fairly difficult.
A simple snap of the fingers, a spell on the street, and then people are giving me dirty looks.
You need not speak to me, fellow Smith. I absolutely agree.
You'd be preaching to the choir.
No,
If you require use of our foundry, feel free to utilize it.
any space where I could simply try things? Just
Less vague.
find some... I really can't be. I'm just looking for...
Experimentation.
Exactly.
Dangerous?
Not likely at this point.
You can take this room off to the right. Just don't blow smoke out the window.
I blow smoke constantly, but I won't. But nothing dangerous.
Alright, have fun.
So I go, and I'm gonna try and prep for next time. I'm gonna take grapple understand, so I'm gonna try and like get some kind of see if I can try and make like an ever-glowing torch or something like that. Just something really, really basic. I'm gonna fail, but I want.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How long are you gonna spend doing that?
Probably gonna take me a good. I'm probably gonna spend a good 4 or 5 hours on this one.
Alright.
Yeah.
You're managing to cast light over and over, but you don't have permanency, and you don't quite understand permanency.
Yeah, or there's also this specific spell, I think it's a 2nd level spell that makes everything torches.
But you're getting...
Yeah. But
you have a basic idea of how it works, and you continue to practice on that.
Yeah.
So during that time...
Yep, you get to go next.
Yay! I would like to leave this temple and go to the Temple of Scythian.
Right.
Scythian.
Alright, so you walk south, make a survival check.
Okay.
With advantage because you have directions.
With advantage?
Yes.
That's a little bit better. 14.
Alright. You manage to find the beautiful and very familiar white and gold designs.
That's more my style.
And you see the symbol on the center. It's got long, tall towers, and it's got this golden, almost ribbony tongue that kind of wraps around each of the towers as it comes down, and then goes up to form the doors that open, and it almost flows as if it were cloth.
I go inside.
And you see the individuals wearing almost blindingly white robes with gold decoration, and it flows down to the ground. And you see that there's someone who pulls out a knife from deep within their robes. Whom enters?
Maricela Sarangana.
What?
Queen Sarangana. From Velakatesh.
I'm sorry. I find it hard to believe that you...
It's a joke. You see, Cynthia would be proud.
Of course.
You think that I would be Queen Sarangana. You're poorly mistaken. May I gain entrance, though? You can call me Mari.
Mari, that was an excellent use. Yes, you are...
I kind of sound like her, don't I?
How do you know of her? She's not a common name.
Oh, she and I go way back.
Well,
I'm from
only so far back.
you know.
Oh, so you must go way back.
I mean...
Do you have the, kind of, the sign?
Do I? The tattoos at all?
No.
Oh. I don't know, do I?
Do you?
Have you ever seen such a pale gnome?
I don't normally see gnomes with ebony hair.
Do you have fresh blood in there?
I wouldn't know what you're talking about. That is absolutely frowned upon.
Oh, yes, of course.
But
Why would
I suppose
even
if you ask in, someone somewhere won't have any.
I have questions. Is your highest individual of esteem here?
No. You can find them upstairs. A lie.
If I go up there and I don't find them, I'm going to slit your neck in the middle of the night.
Perfect night to do it.
I go upstairs.
Alright.
Jesus Christ! Actually, no, he's nowhere near this.
You head upstairs, winding beautiful white marble.
As I'm walking up, I'm like, for the love of the fucking gods, I should have asked what that motherfucker's name was. I'll just pretend like I know what it is. Maybe.
So, you reach where it kind of, there's a central room and it goes out in 4 different directions to the individual towers that rise up.
Is there anyone nearby?
There are a couple individuals, some look to be in the midst of prayer. There's an individual walking down the hall with a holy book flipping through it.
I would like to get that person's attention.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Is your priest here? Priestess?
Which one?
Any of them. Your most esteemed. Or your most terrible, I don't care. Someone who knows a lot about.
You could either go to the archivist, which is right in that way. The head of this church is that way. Death is that way. And that way I think is storage.
Beautiful. Who would know the most about blood-related things?
Storage.
I go to storage. No, I don't. I go to death.
Okay.
I turn like I'm gonna go to storage and then I go to death. So I'm like, he's fucking with me.
Right, so you head down the death way.
I should have sensed motive, but fuck it.
And all of a sudden, spikes.
Yeah. And I'm dead.
It feels like this area is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, but still doesn't quite reach up to you. And you walk for maybe 10 minutes and don't feel like you're getting any closer.
I feel like I'm getting closer to death. Hello?
You kind of hear your echo voice continue down the hallway.
Well, I kind of want to die now that I've walked this far, but I'm going to turn around.
You have not moved. You see the inside of the chamber.
Is anyone
And you see the
laughing at
priest is
me?
right there just...
Very funny. I'm gonna go to,
You've been there for like 10 minutes. And you didn't think to look. I'm sorry. You can actually go that way now.
You shouldn't be sorry. Don't apologize to anyone. I go down to... Is it storage?
Head down death, it's fine.
No.
Storage is that way.
Is that where I want to go?
You'll find out, I suppose.
God damn it. I'm gonna go... What were the other choices again? I forgot.
Archivist, head priest, death or storage.
I'm gonna go to the archivist.
Alright, so you walk down towards the archivist and you enter a big solid gold door. Like, made of gold.
Well, that's quite nice. Hello.
You're speaking to the door.
I knock on the door, I guess. I thought it was open. I thought that the arch was
Sorry.
gold. Okay.
A slit opens above your head and someone kind of peeks in and you hear it shut.
I knock again. Down here.
And then right about your eye height, another one opens up, and you see these pair of beady green eyes. What?
I have questions. Open the door.
No. Why? What questions?
Does this person have the mark? Would I know?
You can only see the eyes.
Do you have the mark?
What mark?
Ah, for the love of God.
I like you.
Are you a vampire or not?
Come in.
Okay. I'm gonna walk in.
And you see that this is kind of a hunched over, very old human.
Okay.
And when I say like hump, think like Notre Dame twice
Very
over.
ugly person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, he actually kind of has like,
A cane or something?
but it's based off of the elbow, so that way the hands
like
are still
it's
free.
Thrown into
Yeah, and
his
just
arm.
and he kind of walks this way with his hands
So
free.
definitely not a vampire.
How can I help you? Dear Mari,
Yes.
you spoke to my associate downstairs.
I did.
I'm
yes.
always watching, you know. I archive everything.
Excellent. Only about the church.
Why would I do that? Good blackmail.
Do you know of anything about vampires?
Everything.
Okay. Suppose you find another host. What happens to you?
What do you mean, host? Like someone you turn? Like a minion?
No, I'm talking more like... Oh, God. What would happen, theoretically?
They kind of like lean back on them and just...
Because I'm not a vampire at all. But what do you suppose would happen if a vampire went into someone else's body?
Unheard of. Impossible.
Impossible, you say.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think would happen?
Vampire would die. They don't have anything to sustain them. I mean, they would probably grow perpetually hungry. I mean, unless they were to drink blood, but that's going to be really, really odd. And very difficult. I mean, you don't have... I mean...
This is satisfying my personal curiosity a lot, so...
Yes,
But unfortunately, I would assume that the vampire would crumble to dust.
You mean...
There's a lot of... Well, there's
You
theories.
mean the vampire's body, or...
I would assume both. I mean, why? I mean, the body is the one with the curse, unless you say that the soul is cursed. But it's what's the leading theory you believe on vampires? Soul body, both?
I think at the very least, I believe the soul continues to survive. I am not sure about the body, but I don't know that because I have no knowledge of that. Have you heard of Queen Sarangana?
Yes.
I am Queen Sarangana. I want my body back.
My heart stopped. You shouldn't lie like that to an old man. I'm
We are in the
delicate.
Temple of Cynthian, yes. Sorry, I just wanted some answers. Potentially.
I'm sorry, Queen Sarangana.
Right. Well, thank you for indulging me.
Queen Sarangana would never say thank you, even to me.
Did I say thank you? No, what I mean is this pleases me.
See, that's closer.
Little
Spend
bit.
more time on your act.
I'm
You might
working on
make
my
it.
impersonation as we speak, yes.
Oh, how funny. Well, one last test. Unstoppers a bottle. And there's a thin line of blood.
Anything?
Smells like blood.
Do I know what kind of blood?
No.
Well, it turns out I'm not really a vampire. But it does smell like good blood.
Relative.
What kind of blood?
Human.
Shame. Goodbye.
Goodbye, dear child. Door shuts.
Why does everyone keep calling me a child? I'm older than every goddamn person here. I leave.
Alright. Are you leaving the temple entirely?
I'm just gonna go.
Alright. Where are you headed after you leave the temple?
I'm just gonna go back to the room, I guess.
Alright. Roll survival to
Okay.
make your way back.
Alright. Oh, that's pretty good. 19.
Yeah, you managed. It takes you a couple hours because you're not going very quickly.
With my tiny little gnome legs.
Yes.
Okay.
You make it, and Caladrian is not present.
Alright. Well, we'll leave tomorrow, so I might as well just go to bed.
It's about 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, shit. I thought it was nighttime for some reason.
No, wait, no. I'm sorry, it's 1 in the afternoon.
Okay,
I was gonna say 3 after now. I'm almost done. But,
Yeah, that's where I got that from.
I guess I will just sleep and meditate on what I've learned today.
And while you
For a couple hours. Just a nap.
and while you nap / sleep / meditate, we're gonna go on break.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. We're back.
Hi.
We're back.
So while you're napping, you finish everything that you're doing.
Did you do anything exciting while you were in there?
Nothing exciting. I'm covered in sweat. Like I am.
What have you been doing? Like push-ups and...
No, I was working in a fucking forge for 5 hours.
Okay, I'm sorry. For some reason I thought you were practicing magic, so I was like,
No, I was
what were you
working-
doing? Like squats in there?
I was working in a forge for 5 hours.
Alright, I got you.
That's-
Sorry. You did mention that, but for some reason I thought you were doing something else.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm
No, you're
fucking.
good.
So you make it back and you're sweaty.
Yeah.
You have not seen or heard from Maricena.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
As you arrive, Padre, I have something for you.
Oh?
A letter come by bird.
Oh.
It says, for Cal.
Okay. Take it and open it up.
It's a letter from Mandelion.
Oh.
We will be back. Please don't leave without us. It's because of Bay. You'll understand later.
Close it up, put it in the bag. Just head back up to the room.
Right. You're in your room.
You hear the door, like, somewhat slightly. I probably close it a bit harder than I probably
Do
need
I
to.
hear this?
Roll perception.
Probably. Oh, with a -10, right?
Yep.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Like that was a 1.
Okay. At this point, you will have slept for 2 hours. You kind of hear the settling.
Do I?
Whether or not you wake up.
Okay.
Oh shit! Right. And
Yeah, I guess I wake up.
I get back up and make some notes in my notebook, like what I did, what didn't work.
All right. As you lay down, get back up, and start doing things in your notebooks, you manage to wake up.
Oh fuck!
You see that time has passed.
Ugh,
It's about mid-afternoon.
a terrible fat graph. Oh, he wouldn't understand.
What?
I said, oh, you wouldn't understand.
Packrat is scratching at the door.
What? Where do you want to go?
Kind of does this like side dance.
I take... Is he wearing my backpack?
Yes.
Okay, I take it off and I put it on the bed and I open the door for him.
Packrat runs down the stairs.
I follow him.
Packrat goes outside and does his business.
Oh.
There's a big steaming turd about the size of your head.
Jesus Christ! I know she doesn't know, but that's a big fucking turd.
I don't want anybody to notice, but get the turd off the street. I sing under my breath to prestidigitate it out of there. Packrat, we have appearances to keep up. You can't just shit out in the open. Do you see me shit out in the open? There is a bedpan. I will teach you how to use it.
Oh man.
God, bedpans.
Chamber pot.
Chamber pot. How do you use a chamber pot? Oh dear lord. Never mind. Let's go, Packrat.
Packrat follows you. You make it back upstairs.
Okay.
Packrat seems happier.
Go on.
Packrat starts scratching at Caladrian's door.
Fine. Go say hello to Caladrian.
Oh.
The door is open, Marcena.
Oh,
Packrat just kind of sits at the door.
Packrat wants to see you.
Oh.
I want to.
Hello,
I'm gonna
Packrat.
close the door.
Yep. Go back
And
out, and she's gone. Okay.
Get back into my room.
Alright, you now have Packrat.
Hello, Packrat. Oh,
Packrat now starts
Hello,
scratching at the door
Caladrian.
to go out.
I thought so. I opened
God
the door.
damn it! He's like a
And
cat.
then stares at the door to Marcena's room and then looks at you.
Knock, knock, knock.
What?
You didn't want to stay that long, apparently.
I didn't think you'd want me to stay long.
No, Packrat.
Oh, I open the door.
Packrat is sitting in the middle of the hallway between both of you and just...
Okay, yes, you want to look at us both at the same time.
Okay. When did you get back, anyway?
I take my harp bow and I mosey over to that other room. I got back a couple of hours ago.
Oh.
I took a nap.
Oh, nice. Good now?
Yep, now I had lots of unpleasant dreams.
Those are always nasty.
I just start playing my harp bow.
Are you playing anything in particular? Just random notes?
Something pretty.
Alright. You're playing something pretty. Old but pretty.
Old
Quite
and pretty.
nice.
I'm glad you like it. It's an old elven journey now.
I thought it sounded a bit familiar. I wasn't able to place it though.
Oh, really? Probably far before you were born.
Likely. It seems like much of my culture was before I was born and has never changed.
Yeah. Where were you?
What was that? Oh, I was...
Continuing the banter between the married couple that don't really like each other. And where were you at?
We've stayed together for the kids.
Which is Packrat and Andrew.
Except Andrew's pretty self-sufficient. It's just Packrat that needs us at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just working over at the forge.
Oh. Do I know what he's talking about?
No.
Okay. I didn't take you for much of a forger. I mean, what with your hand being the way it is. Does it act on its own?
What? How do you mean?
I mean, like, does it have a personality of its own?
Thankfully not. That would be rather inconvenient, I
I was
think.
just curious. I've heard of people sometimes having cursed hands that do what they want, like, oh, I don't know, volunteering themselves for things that they didn't want to be volunteered for, or, I don't know. Weird stories.
Yeah, there are lots of stories out there. But, no, in this particular case, it's more for, well, it's... Frankly, I don't quite know how I got it to work. I think it's only working because it's my magic.
Did you make the hand?
Now, that's a two-sided question. Did I craft the wood into the shape of a hand? No, I did not do that.
Who did?
That was my friend.
Your friend?
Yeah.
Excellent craftsmanship.
She's wonderful.
What is her name?
But I am the one that put magic into it and made it move.
That's quite impressive.
Yeah. It's really all I can do to maintain it. But, well, at this point, and I kind of go into way too much detail about what I have and haven't been able to make it do. Like, that it only has it has articulation on all the joints of the fingers, but they only move as one. They can't, like...
Move independently.
They're not... Yeah, they don't have independent articulation.
I would like to be making mental notes of that, all the stuff he's
Yeah, basically, I'm going into how I've heard legends of a special kind of material that regrows itself without needing to be planted. That's basically a metal tree.
Do I know what this is?
Roll a nature check.
Okay, Mark, send it over.
Oh.
13
Talking about living
plus
steel.
2, so 15.
You have also heard of this.
Okay.
You have never encountered it.
Okay.
But it's like whisperings of it, like you've heard of the living metal.
Ah, the living metal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That would be ideal. This might be crazy, but I'm somewhat hoping that I can find that, and maybe I can make the arm not just articulated in the same way that a normal arm is, but maybe fully articulated, more like, well, something you can find in the ocean, really. Like an octopus or a squid.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's still in the shape of an arm and be able to move that way, but possibly move in any way I needed it to.
So you can actually cast your spells
correctly
every time.
Yeah, frankly, yes. That would be the goal.
That flute was definitely an accident, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I have no fucking idea how that happened.
I see.
Well, I have an idea of how it happened, but I don't know, like... Well, let's just say that wild magic is something that I'm quite interested in.
It's actually kind of fun.
I'm
sure it's, I've heard some horror stories. But...
Oh, yes. I would rather not drop my entire laboratory on top of my father's dinner table again. That was less than ideal.
I take it your father didn't like that.
Not a lot, no.
Did he banish you?
No. Not for that.
Not for that. Interesting.
He thought about it several times, but no, he didn't.
You're an interesting individual, Adrian.
I do my best.
With your ability to go on, you talk for maybe an hour.
Oh yeah, like I go...
And I just continue strumming. I am someone... Occasionally giving my input.
I am a scientist who has been given leave to go on about his topic with no restrictions. I don't know how much you actually understand about what I'm saying, but, like,
Yeah.
he goes in depth.
She's surprisingly seeming to at least halfway listen to you.
Okay.
Are you doing it for more than an hour?
Listening,
Like a
but...
couple hours?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go for more than an hour? Like a couple hours? Like how long will you
I'm
talk about
probably
this?
gonna go for an hour and then realize and climb up. Like,
Okay. So an hour has passed and you realize it's probably about 4.
sorry, that was probably a bit too much.
Why are you apologizing to Adrian?
It's.
You have no excuse to apologize.
Well, I'm just talking to you up at that point, and not many people actually care about this anymore. So. Yeah.
I mean, I'm impatient, but an hour is not really an issue. Especially when you're in as boring of a predicament as I am. It's kind of nice to have something to distract your mind.
Yeah, I suppose so. It's not generally something.
When do you think the other two will return?
I don't know, but I hope before tomorrow, because I spent a good amount of gold getting us tickets for that. So.
How much?
It was, I think, 30 gold for 3 tickets.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could always just put makeup on me if the other two don't show up. I can be one of those Haffle-Daffles.
I suppose so.
I mean, I think quite Haffle-Daffle.
So long as we could keep you... Never mind. Okay.
Haffle-daffle. I love it.
That's pretty good. I want my next character. If this guy dies, if Galadriel dies, I want to make a halfling now.
Both of you roll perception.
18?
7 plus 5, 12.
You're too focused on everything that's been told to you. You hear kind of a chanting out the window. Like, it sounds like it's more than one person, not just a single person, but like a crowd of there's a cadence that's moving with it.
Did you hear that? Go look out the window.
It's still muffled.
Yeah.
But there's the
Gonna look out the window.
and you see that there are individuals that are dressed in the green and orange that are currently out there chanting and walking around, and they have thurigibles that are just putting out smoke.
Not this dribble again.
You know, the gods ideally help us, but those folks are not my...
I don't trust them.
I think it'd be a mistake to trust... yeah, it would be a mistake to trust them. That would be really not a good move.
I didn't get a good taste in my mouth.
Right. Not only do they want the god to do evil in their name, but they don't want to do any work for it. All they want to do is write someone's name down.
Yes, it's very immature. If you want something done, do it yourself.
Finally found something we can agree on.
And you see in the distance the sun is glittering as it slowly starts to descend. And it'll probably be sunset within an hour.
What do we do now?
You know, they said they were going to... this would probably be a terrible idea. They said that they were going to... What was it? Offer that jar of curses
What
up...
if we lit it on fire?
That would be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How
How funny would it be if...
We'd be stampeded, but...
I mean, speak for yourself. It's a joke. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at making jokes.
Practice.
I get stampeded almost on a daily basis. And that's just walking through the streets.
That's fair, actually. Sorry. I didn't think of that.
How it sucks to be small. And it might be small forever. I hope it's not forever.
You smell sizzling. Sizzling meat. Which is earlier than they usually are cooking.
I don't really know if I like meat. I mean, I like blood, but I don't like meat. I like fruits, though.
Oh, fruits are made. It's like dessert, but somewhat
What if
helpful.
you dipped fruit into blood? I'm getting way off course. You think they have fruit down there?
You mean animal blood, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's a bluff check right there.
I mean...
You can roll sense motive or bluff, or if you want to.
I don't know if it's a bluff if...
I can't tell, but...
You don't view them as humans.
Or as people, really.
It's not a bluff.
No, it's not.
Oh, man.
It's so uncomfortable sometimes to play this kind of character, but I love it.
Oh, man.
Alright. So you guys doing anything? Talking about burning the offering?
We're gonna go downstairs and check out the food.
Yeah,
No.
pretty much, yeah.
It looks like everyone's kind of rushing. There's definitely a feeling of haste.
Like a feeling of panic taste or just haste? Like we forgot.
There's definitely a level of panic to it.
Podrick. Did I see Podrick?
What? How can I help you?
Why
What's
is
going on?
everyone hurrying?
The sun sets. We have to be done. We have to get home to our families.
Why?
It's the night of cursed luck. We don't have time.
Don't have to talk about what?
Anything. We have to be home.
Why
What do you need?
Strawberries. Why do we need to be...
Just gives you a jar of strawberries and runs off.
Why do... I don't understand. Why are humans so confusing?
That's a question we don't like the answer to.
There's an older gentleman who's just sitting, putting single blueberries in his mouth, just watching the world go by. Did you have questions?
Yes, I do.
You look like a person who has a lot of questions.
I do have lots of questions.
I don't have lots of time, but I'll answer something.
Why is everyone rushing to get inside?
They're afraid of the night.
What's to be afraid of? The nighttime is the best time of day.
They're afraid of the curses. Most times it's fine.
Well, if you're going to be cursed, it doesn't matter if you're inside or outside. You're going to be cursed.
People like to pretend they're safe. If that means they're buying trinkets and lighting candles and singing to themselves in the dark, then that's what will make them feel safe.
I see.
Does it make them smart or better? No, it makes them feel safe.
Safe.
It's all theater. Yeah.
Right. There.
You say that, and I used to think that, but maybe there's some truth behind it.
What do you mean?
Some people only need an excuse to do a curse. I mean, it's a night when it's expected. Who's going to investigate?
Do you think that these curses actually work? Has there been any evidence or proof in this city?
My curse worked. The one and only time I did it.
What did you wish for?
My wife to be haunted by our dead child. When she killed him.
Well, she deserved that.
Yes, but
That
no one
probably wasn't even the effect of the curse. She probably just felt like she was guilty because she should.
And that made my child dig out of their own grave to terrorize her?
Oh, you mean physically? Sense motive. That's probably not great.
Just your perception.
No, it is your perception.
Yeah.
Well.
You believe he's telling the truth?
Well, at least you got your son back. I mean, physically.
He wasn't my son. He was what I needed. To terrorize my wife, who killed him.
Are you a necromancer, by any chance?
No magic blood in me or on me.
Sense motive.
Sure.
That's a little bit better, 15.
Doesn't seem to believe they're magical in any way.
Okay. Are you making sense of this?
Yeah,
You're writing these notes down because I'm very...
I didn't bring my notebook with me, but
okay.
I didn't. Bring my
Okay,
notebook with me.
well, happy bad lucking to you.
Oh, I don't do that anymore. One time was enough. I don't want to get too cozy with Errata.
Duly noted.
Anything else? I'm almost out of blueberries. If I have more questions, I want blueberries.
I don't know. Do you have questions for Adrian?
No, I don't think I do.
Well,
I also take rum.
I would like to take some.
Or patatka.
Oh boy. Well, have fun. And I walk away, I guess.
Right. People are still chanting outside. As the door opens, you hear pieces of what it is.
Yeah.
And
I don't
you hear
walk
something
off
like
far.
it sets.
I just kind of walk like a little bit
Yeah.
away from that guy.
You kind of hear through the doors opening and closing. It sets. It sets. The widows. Just bits and pieces of it.
Do you think any of that bullshit is true?
I
About
think
curses.
I think the gods are real, and I think that some of them are, well, let's call it less than benevolent. So, it's not impossible, but I think that a god will be more likely to help you if you try and help yourself.
It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. Fortune favors the prepared.
Right. Do you see anything else? Any other...
There's not a lot of people that are sitting around. A lot of people are hurriedly eating and rushing upstairs, or people are packing up and
I'm
leaving.
beginning to worry about
If someone tells
Benjamin and Mandelion.
I feel like...
It's starting to get late.
Yes, it is.
Do you think we should try to go find them? Or do you think they'll be able to make their way back on their own?
I think we have no idea where to look.
No.
Did they give you any hint? They didn't give me any when they sent me a note.
Yeah, can I look at my note and see if there's any, like, clues or nothing?
Just basically going to find themselves.
Have you ever tried to find someone who was trying to find you? It fucking sucks.
I suppose.
The best thing you can do is
This
stay
is
in
why
one
you have a
place.
vizier. They find you. And you don't have to look for anyone. I wonder how he's doing.
No, this is interesting. I think it's all hogwash. Well, not all hogwash, but a good portion is hogwash. But at the same time, I don't feel any particular need to go out and test it. If someone tells you there's a monster in the woods, you may not believe them, but you don't go into the woods.
I suppose not.
As you continue the chat, you see the sun has almost totally set. It's just cresting over the top of... The sunlight is coming just over the tops of the buildings near you, but you can't see the sun anymore.
Are you afraid of the night?
Of the night itself? No. Of things that can come in the night? Well, I think you're a fool if you're not.
I suppose. I mean, what if you know the things in the night?
I can't see the things in the night that well.
Knowledge is power.
Yes.
And if you're well aware of something, I find if you have knowledge of what that thing is, it's a lot less scary. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Say you had an unknown illness, and you didn't know any of the symptoms or how to cure it, you'd be quite worried. But sometimes if you find out those things, you realize it's not as bad, or you have a way to move forward, correct?
Certainly.
So if you just control the things of the night, then you have nothing to worry about.
But that's the problem, is that in the night you lack control. You can't... What do we use to control things? We use our senses to know where they are. We use our abilities, our strength to manipulate it. And when you're in the night, you lose a sense, in effect.
I suppose.
I mean, you less so. I think you have a fairly good vision.
I can
in
see
the
in the
dark.
dark for the most part.
Yeah, but if there's no light, I'm rather fucked. But
Have you ever thought about just turning off the light and observing?
well,
No torch. No protection.
It's true that the eye does get used to that after a while, but it's also, well...
You spend enough time in the darkness and you begin to learn her secrets.
Yeah. But she always keeps some.
Of course, it wouldn't be any fun if she didn't.
But...
Whereas the sun is just a hideous monster and I want it to go away.
The sun disappears at this moment.
Oh shit!
And you hear screaming outside. And you see this woman rapping and hitting herself, and you watch as she bursts into flames.
I did not do that.
That doesn't seem normal.
And she's screaming wildly, patting at herself, and you watch as she falls to the ground.
How far away is she?
She's outside.
Like right outside?
Maybe 60 feet. You can see her out the window, kind of collapsing, trying to roll out her flames.
Casting Create Water and dumping it on her.
Alright, what's the range in that?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I would like
I'll run out if I need to.
Okay.
I would like to cast as we get close to her.
Okay.
If she's injured, if I can tell she's injured, I would like to cast Cure Light Wounds on her.
Okay. She's burning, you're assuming she's injured.
Okay, yeah, I cast Cure Light Wounds on her.
And that's
so
right?
it's range of 30 feet right now, so I need to get closer.
So you run outside, you throw water on her.
After the water.
And you...
Yeah, it's a good 4 gallons at this point.
Alright, so she's doused in water, and as you reach out to touch to heal her, the flames burst back out.
Jesus!
And she's screaming.
So I guess I don't cast it.
Oh, that fails.
Okay, roll a percentile die for me, and you pull back.
Yeah, I pull back as
Make
it,
a
so I
reflex.
don't... Yeah.
17.
Oh! That's a 8.
You take 1 point of burn damage, of fire damage.
Oh, God!
And I'm sorry, what did you get?
I got a 17.
You shrink, and you're about Marasena's size.
Oh, fuck!
For 1 minute.
What did you do to yourself?
Nothing on purpose! I'm good this time.
Okay. You dump water on her again, and you watch as she kind of sparks, it looks like, and reignites, and she starts screaming. But her
What are we
voice...
supposed to do?
I don't know!
Her voice gets weaker. And
I
weaker.
take a cure... I take one of my cure disease potions and I put it in her mouth.
Alright.
Oh, right, we had those.
Oh, no, they're ones that I made, I think.
Oh, cured. Oh, okay.
Oh, no,
Alright.
no, they gave it to me. Just, yeah sorry.
So they start lugging on the potion, and they drink it. And burst back into flame.
What you love of
I do it again. I'm gonna...
Okay.
Yeah.
You keep dousing her, and she just... You see... There's just tears and tears and tears.
Who did this?
And people are like, curse, the curse, the curse, and they run away.
I'm good for a long time.
Okay, you keep dousing her in water, and it keeps coming back.
Can you do anything to cure wounds or something like
I
that?
can, but I can't touch her. It's hurting me.
Is there any kind of stone structure, something like that nearby?
There's mixed wood and stone.
I'll take her to a wooden building.
Roll perception for me.
You're
With that disadvantage because you're distracted keeping her alive.
8.
Okay, you don't notice anything. You roll perception.
Ah! 19
24.
plus, 24.
There's a trough out back where the horses and mules are kept. But you have to pass
Over
through
there!
hay to get to it.
That's a
What?
There's hay that lays in front of it, though.
Ugh.
So I need to keep it down, or else we're going to be burned while we're doing that.
Oh, shit. I tried to drag the hay bale out of the way.
Alright, make a strength check.
Ah! Natural 20!
Roll to confirm.
Kill the hay bale! No.
Nope.
6.
You manage to just move it out of the way. There's now a clearer path. There's some hay that's left, but not nearly as much as the entire
I
bale.
prestidigitated away.
Alright,
Go!
you now have a clear path, and she
Okay.
is currently sparking.
So I'm gonna grab her with my wooden hand and kind of lock it.
Okay.
And then just start moving while I'm doing that with the other hand.
Alright.
which I hope would kind of reduce the
It does.
Yeah.
So you're carrying it further and further and further, and you make it to the trough, and she's still sparking and crying.
Okay. Keep your head up.
And as she gets in the trough, her head bursts into flames.
I just start like pouring the water on her head, like, coming back.
And she's just crying and sobbing, and her skin is burned, and you see it starting to peel and flake.
Cast it on her face.
All right, you touch her.
She heals 7 points of healing.
And you watch as some of the skin kind of comes back, and her eyelids reform over her eyes. And she's continuing to cry, and you see the sparking is growing a little weaker as the time is passing. It's maybe been a minute, but it's just... And she keeps igniting. You keep...
and I'm going to cast... okay, I'm good. I'm going to put more water in the trough, like, it's another 4 gallons in there.
Alright, so it's kind of like right at nose level, and you keep dousing her hair.
Keep your head right... I'm just going to keep your head right above water.
And eventually it stops going.
Okay.
And she's just, you see tears just pouring off, and you see she's still burned.
I'm gonna cast it again.
Okay.
7 again.
It's the curse.
It's okay.
I told my boss to burn in hell.
Oh, who's your boss? Where do they work?
No.
Where do they work?
No, Senna, not now.
Yes, now.
It's okay.
It's now or never.
No, it's not!
Do you want to...
Did you see what he did to her?
Are you rolling persuasion of sorts?
Yeah.
Alright, why don't you roll influence?
Control, bro! 18 plus 8.
A lot.
So it's kind of an intimidate, almost like it's now or never.
Do you see what he did to her?
I do. It's awful.
Are you okay with that?
No! That doesn't mean it has to be now!
He works at one of the market stalls. He sells wooden toys.
Why did you tell him to burn in hell?
He purposely sold broken things to the orphanage, claiming they were fine.
Oh, fuck that guy.
I'm presuming you got fired.
I quit.
Oh. Sorry, that was poor taste.
Yeah, when she says
You got fired!
when she said fired, Cal just went,
She didn't even click, just... And then...
I'm sorry, that's not what I... Are you okay?
She's laughing and crying.
Are you still hurt?
I'll be fine, I'm just gonna sit in the tub.
That seems like not a terrible idea.
Is it done? Will I be burning anymore?
Frankly, I have no idea.
Don't know. Do I know anything of curses?
Roll a spellcraft check for me, with advantage.
I'm also wondering about that.
You can roll...
I would have advantage.
You can have a straight roll.
That's
Yeah.
a 1. With advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's 27.
That's still not great time.
You know of them, not
Okay.
specifics.
I don't dabble in curses.
I've read about them,
Yeah.
like any specifics.
You don't know any triggers, you don't
Yeah.
quite know exactly how they work, but they're real.
Yeah. Well, this confirms a few theories.
So my boss's name is Liam.
Lion. What a
Right.
stupid name.
Well, fitting for a man who commits fraud.
Indeed.
And he works at Toys from Trees. Because they're made of wood. It's a terrible name, I don't like it.
Is it trying to be a pun? 'Cause it's not a
I don't
pun.
think he knows.
No,
He thinks he's funny.
it's
But he's
alliteration, which isn't nothing, but that's just not...
She just kind of cries.
I'm
Yeah.
going. I'm going to set him straight.
I have a feeling that means on fire. So,
In the distance, you're hearing various screams and yelling from different directions. It doesn't look like this is a necessarily localized problem.
where's that jar? We were talking about...
I want to
opening it.
go to the marketplace.
Yeah, I'm following her because
I want to find the stall toy for trees.
Okay.
Is it there?
Toys from trees.
Toys from trees.
Roll survival to find your way there while avoiding the different mobs that are going around.
Natural 5.
Roll to confirm.
18.
You actually find a shortcut.
Okay.
As you see a mob coming, you
fuming.
pull Cal into this really thin area and you kind of squeeze
Good
in
thing
and
you're
move through.
willowy.
yeah.
And you just
Okay.
weasel in and you actually, instead of having to walk around this block, you squeeze through it.
Is the toys from trees stall there? Do I
Okay,
see it?
roll a perception check because you made it there.
Yeah, it's 11.
You don't immediately see it, you start walking around a little bit and you see it's actually wooden and it's got some beautiful toys there, hand painted. But you can see it's kind of sealed up, there's like chains that kind of wrap around it.
I light a tinder twig and I throw it into the stall.
Alright, as you strike it against your palm even, toss it in.
Is it set on fire? Please?
There's a small little flame in the middle, kind of wavering about.
Create water.
Before you can get that out, you see that there's actually, it's following a line that's sparking
Oh.
as it's headed towards headed up one of these columns, and you see it kind of spreading around the entire marketplace. Fuck!
Justice.
We're fucking not the entire marketplace!
And you watch as it's kind of spreading around.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and like spread it out as thinly as possible, or like not like super thin, but enough like that it'll cover as much of the space as I can. So not a globe, just like.
So at this point, it's moving very quickly. You can't cover the entire thing.
Fuck! You might have just burned down the entire market.
I didn't realize that the stalls were connected to each other. I just wanted his stall to burn
The
down.
stalls aren't connected. There's something that's ignited.
There's a thread. Cut it. Find it
Okay,
and cut it.
I'm gonna find it and cut it.
Right. You reach one of the threads, and you.
Strength or dexterity?
Are you using a weapon?
Yeah, I'll use my longsword.
All right.
Dexterity?
It's just a straight attack.
Oh, okay, so that's 7 plus 1.
Yeah. You hit a string,
Okay,
and
I cut it.
you slice through one of them, and it falls to the ground. And you see that there's a couple
And
more
I
that
kind
kind
of
of sag.
contain it over to, like, the stall itself.
Alright. So you're cutting.
I have my hood on, by the way. I'm, like...
Okay. You're cutting multiple threads.
And I'm getting specifically the periphery, like the stuff that's just starting to light on fire. I'm trying to get that with.
Okay. Cast 3 times.
Good.
Alright, you managed to put out the gunpowder string that's
Oh.
headed out there, but now you watch as the flame is growing on the toys from trees.
Good,
I'm
that's all I
somewhat
wanted.
actually okay with that.
That's all I wanted. I didn't know he rigged it with goddamn strings.
He didn't rig it. Someone else did. Someone's creating bad luck.
Oh, so it's all fake then.
And you see that the strings, you can kind of see them above your head now, as it kind of shakes, and you see the light hitting them, and it's all around connecting every one of these stalls.
I think you have some more things you need to cut.
They're not
They're
currently
not.
on fire.
They're not
just,
on fire. They're
just
just present.
They're not on fire,
Who
but it's
connects these all
best to keep
together?
these not connected.
Fine, I will cut them all if I can reach them. Jesus.
You can swing and hit them.
Halfling Christ.
Yeah.
I will cut all the strings.
Alright, you start
Between
moving
the
around and
stalls.
cutting a lot of them. There's a lot of them, but you get at least the area around the burning stall.
Who the hell would even think of this? Somebody wanted this whole place to burn down. I just wanted one to burn down.
You hear... Roll perception.
10.
10.
You guys hear in the distance running. It sounds like a group running.
Shit, we have to go.
Yeah.
Back into that narrow alleyway.
Alright, you head over...
Do we hear if they're running away or running towards us?
Can't tell.
Okay.
Back to the shortcut.
Alright, so you pull Cal into the shortcut,
Yeah.
and you see that this group is now headed into the marketplace towards the fire stall.
Do they have any torches?
They do.
Fuck.
Keep going.
And as you continue to go in,
No,
you
I'm-
watch as the torch hits one of the strings.
Yeah,
And
but I
spread-
cut a bunch of them, so it couldn't spread.
It's,
You cut
ones around there.
around that one.
they managed to get one area of it, and you see about 3 stalls go up in flames. And they're screaming, and you watch as some of them pull out buckets and are going to the fountains and trying to hit.
I'm gonna go help
all
them
of the
and,
goods.
and try and create water on.
So you're going out and you're casting spells?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay inside the goddamn alleyway!
Alright, you are in the crevice. You are now casting spells.
Mhm.
Okay, roll the...
I'm good.
Okay, just one.
That one's not good.
Okay, roll a percentile die for me.
Yep. 95. Don't know if high is good. Don't know if high is good or not.
Yeah, you never know if
That's basically rolling a natural 20 right there, by the way.
Maybe I've seen people roll 100 before.
Yep.
One of my players for their birthday rolled 100.
You watch as the doors around you all open. Within about 100 feet of you, just all...
Yep. Hoping the folks aren't going to notice, I'm going to do it again. Shit!
Oh!
That's 74.
There is now daylight around you.
Well,
You have now spotlit yourself.
I'm leaving now.
And you watch as the guards look straight at you.
Hello.
Get him! And they start running towards you.
Yeah, I'm going away from the shortcut.
Okay.
And
So to kind of... I actually need to use a drawing.
yeah.
No! Yes, actually, kind of secretly, yes, but...
This is the crevice. You're kind of at a corner of buildings. There's the various
Okay.
market stalls.
Yeah.
This is toys from trees.
I've been doing
Fuck that place.
I've been doing so well on that beforehand.
You are currently right here. There were these stalls. All these doors are open.
Of course, we found trouble.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be fun if we didn't.
Okay. So I guess initiative's probably happening, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty close to it. You have your surprise round right now.
Yeah. Which I can take an action in, I believe. So the surprise rounds are weird.
All right. So roll initiative.
Okay.
It's not terrible. So. It's actually it's pretty bad. But
Oh my gosh.
so I have one surprise round. Is the sense that I got?
You have one thing you can do. Yes.
Cool. I know exactly what I want to do then. Roll for real quick. Good. That one's good.
Good.
Yeah. And none of them are within 30 feet, so that's good that they can't really run and attack me. So that's something. And actually, the doors being open is really helpful for me right now, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that it was just...
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Who got above 20?
I got 20.
Ooh.
10. Oh wait, no, 12, because I had that trait.
Marcena, you are also in the surprise round, and you get to go first.
Damn it, Adrian.
And I know I just do that as a line, but you can squeeze through it.
If I was
Yeah.
a normal wizard, this would not have happened. if I didn't have that arm, this would not have happened. So.
You did open a lot of doors,
Yep. No, yeah. Like I know exactly
which
what I
is
want
so
to do.
interesting.
Yeah.
I would like to...
Actually, more doors than that are open.
Yeah, there should be one on almost every building there.
Yeah. For the ones that have doors.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to cast message.
Right.
Galadriel, you fool! What are you doing?
Getting away!
Not soon enough, clearly! Okay, I'm just gonna stay there.
Can you see me right now? I don't think you can see me right now.
I saw shit happen, I see lights and
you
doors.
ran kind of away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I rolled for this one, and I'm good. I'm going to up the caster level by 2 and cast Vanish on myself.
Alright, you have now faded away.
I have 4 rounds of invisibility.
Marcena, it is now your turn at the top of the round.
I am going to... Sorry, I have to think about this for a hot second. Yeah. I'm just gonna sneak a little bit backwards towards... Yeah, away from where the
You can move about half speed.
I'd like to... Actually, no, I will not move. I want to prepare... Like, I want to use the full round to defend myself.
Okay, so you take the... Okay.
Yep.
So...
Just in case, but I'm imagining they can't really see me because it's a dark, narrow alley.
Oh, I should just say where the light is coming from.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's still on you, isn't it?
Yep, but now there's nothing it's shining on, so...
And since they can see through these... Galadriel.
Yep. I'm going to take the run action, and run past that red dude and into that building.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it actually is it open or is it like open air?
It's got a door, but it is an open air building.
It is an open air building. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Also, the fire from the previous.
Fire. That's important.
It kind of started here, and there's flames over here. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drop.
So that being the case, that building with 2 doors open that's past the crevice where Marcena is that open air or is it closed?
That is a building. It appears to be stone and wood. These ones are all stone and wood.
Yeah. So if I take the run action, I can get into that one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into that one.
So let's see how many feet can you move.
If I use the run action, I can move 90 feet.
Yeah.
It's 4 times, isn't it?
No, it's 4 times if you take the run. If you take the feet.
Oh.
It's 3 times.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
And I'm going to get as far into the building. If it has stairs, I'm going 50, up them.
55, 60, 65.
Like if it has stairs, I'm going upstairs. And trying to get in.
There are no stairs.
Okay. Is there some kind of like door or counter in it?
Yeah. There's several counters.
Okay.
There's also kind of a back room area here.
Is it locked?
It was not locked. It was locked, but it is not anymore.
So I am running in there and closing the door behind me.
Okay, you've shut the door.
Quietly if possible.
Okay. Roll stealth for how quietly you shut the door. At disadvantage because you are running.
Yeah. So the lore rolls a 15, so that's 18.
Okay. Alright.
I'm far away from everybody, but hopefully that didn't make a noise that they could hear, so... But now no one knows where I am. So that's 1 round of invisibility.
This guy is focusing on trying to put out the flames. The only one who's sensible. Marcena.
After about 6 seconds of not...
Sorry, 1 second, I forgot to do this. So roll stealth because you were... Or actually... Roll perception to see if you saw him run past.
I was invisible.
Yeah, he was invisible.
It still has...
9.
It's natural 20 or something.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So you didn't see him run past.
Okay. After not seeing him for about 6 seconds, I would like to back up just like 5, 10, 20, my full movement.
Okay.
And I suppose I will. Oh, it's a move. Could I probably couldn't switch into my heart bow, could I? For my long sword.
You can put your long sword. I would say just because you're in a really tight space, you can probably put your long sword away.
Okay, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to make a sound. So I will just hold my long sword in my hands.
Okay.
Like towards... I think it's a full round action, isn't it?
Fighting defensively is an option that I don't know.
Fighting defensively is a full round action.
Mm-hmm. So,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
So
But could I still to make sure?
Yeah, roll stealth.
Yeah, sorry. I missed that sooner. 13 plus 4, so 17.
You stealth as well as you can in a thin, narrow space.
Yeah.
Okay. They're currently yelling at each other. Where are they?
Well, no,
They set this place on fire!
They never saw her. They never saw her. She was
they.
Okay.
They as in general, they.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So now Red is starting to work on putting out the fire, which is currently spreading along the thin strings.
It means they didn't get a good look at you.
Yep. Well, I mean, they had like half a round and then it turned invisible.
Collision.
I'm staying there?
Okay. There's currently still panicking. You don't know what this guy's doing.
I have literal 0 reason to leave, so.
White has managed to put out the fire. Marcena.
Yeah, I'm gonna go another 10 feet to right here. And I am going to hum to myself. Then I'm going to put my hand on my face and prestidigitate my face into a normal person face color.
Okay. Your face is now splotchy pink.
Good enough.
Okay. None of you can see these guys, so I don't even have to do anything with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Caladrian.
I'm gonna... Okay, good. I'm gonna cast message. I know about where she was, so I'm gonna try and cast a message like in that general area.
You said it was stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it bigger than a foot?
You're not
wide?
sure.
Okay.
But you can try and cast a spell.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and cast message toward towards that, not so far as like, I'm fine, just hiding out for a bit. Meet me back at the inn.
You hear this.
Okay. Alright.
Alright.
I'll take a bit.
I'm gonna
I'm just...
slink away, have my hood over, and make my way back as fast as I can.
Okay. Roll one more stealth for me as you leave.
13 plus 4, 17
Okay.
again.
You manage to slink out. Caladrian.
Mm-hmm.
At some point you hear people walking around outside.
It's 2 rounds of invisibility down, so.
Okay. Your invisibility is gone at this point.
I had 4.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
this
assuming he's
later.
saying
Okay.
like time.
Yeah, we've advanced things.
Okay.
They're starting to go around. There's still, you can see through like the very faint cracks between these wooden walls. You can see the flickering of light in the distance.
Okay.
You can't tell exactly where these people are, but you can tell that there's movement. You
Yeah.
can hear it.
So I'm gonna ready as soon as someone opens the door to this room. I'm going to cast Vanish on myself.
Okay.
Like with that heightened spell level or the cast level.
Someone rattles at the door.
Okay.
It is locked.
Oh.
Someone starts pounding on the door. Hello? Are you in there? Silence. You feel and hear the door being kicked at and hit several times.
Casting the spell. Quietly as possible. Oh, I should, Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay. Door doesn't break, door doesn't budge. Pounds for about 30 seconds and then leaves. There's nothing in here.
That was about the entirety of that spell.
Yeah.
But it was good, yeah.
And you hear the doors outside shut.
Okay.
And for this point, I'm just going to transition this over unless something happens.
Yeah. So after about 15 minutes or so,
Okay.
I'm gonna try and see if I can open the door at all.
As you start to turn the knob, you hear it kind of creaking. Because it's an old metal on metal.
Slowly open the door.
It's been bent from being hit, so you hear like that awful scraping noise.
Okay.
I thought about it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna walk out, kind of cowering, not. I'm not actually feeling that bad, but I have an idea of how to get.
Are you stealthing?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so you're cowering.
Mhm.
Okay. You see that this shop is around you. It looks like it's pottery. Very nice pottery, some expensive dyes and reagents.
Yeah.
But other than that, it seems like a nice shop, fairly well put together.
Okay.
There's a couple windows, but they're obscured with cloth.
Yeah. Are there? Okay, so the windows are closed then. Like no one can see it. Like it's pretty
Not
dark
at the
inside.
moment.
Like.
Not that you can tell, no.
Okay.
It looks like it's fairly well obscured, as if I had my blinds closed.
Yeah, it's dark inside. Like there's not really any light at the moment.
Yeah, there's light outside still. There's
Yeah.
some flickering light that appears to be
So I'm
flame.
gonna peek out the curtains.
Okay.
Do
And
I
you see that there's still parts of the bazaar that are smoldering.
Yeah, they're on fire. Any people that I can see?
There's a few people that look like they're trying to put it out, but this fire has spread
Okay.
quite a bit and looks like it's burned
Are the
out.
doors still open?
No.
Okay. Fuck. Well, I'm going to one more time. Heighten cast level. That didn't work. So this is
Okay, roll percentile die for me.
1.
What level spell is that?
This is a first level spell.
But you cast it like a level 2?
No, I only cast. I'm just in first level here.
You take 4 points of damage as the shock wave runs back down your arm.
Scars probably tingle a little bit there.
Yeah. And there's kind of like a glowing shock.
I'm glad these windows are closed. Okay, let's try
And you
this.
lose that spell level.
Yeah.
No.
And the spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was 3 first level spells. Thankfully, I have 4 naturally. Alright. That one's good. Casting Vanish at the plus caster level, which is... I have 1 more of those today, 1 more of those points. And I'm going to quickly open one of the doors, not really caring about noise in this case.
You rip open the door.
Specifically the one close to the...
Counter?
Harvest.
No, to the crevice.
Okay.
And then running as fast as I can to duck through the crevice.
Okay. So the door makes this. You hit the bell that's above the door, and you're ding 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 ding. So everyone who's there currently looks at the open door.
Yep. But they can't see me, and I'm ducking into the crevice.
I'm going to give them the option to see you.
Yep.
People are pointing different directions. One person is pointing right at you. He was right there!
Yep. I'm in the crevice.
And you
I'm gone.
bolt into the crevice, and people are kind of fluttering around.
And then I wait at the edge of the crevice until I turn visible again.
Okay.
Before, I don't want to turn, just randomly appear in the middle of the street. That would be a very bad idea.
Okay.
But I'm going to wait at the about 10 feet from the edge of the other side of the crevice until I turn visible, and then go down the street.
Okay, and you're headed back?
Headed back.
Okay. You, as you are alone, headed back. There's currently crowds running around. What are you up to with your currently splotchy face?
I'm just trying to get back to the inn.
Okay, and you're stealthing?
No, I'm trying to act like a normal person trying to get home.
Okay.
Hastily.
Alright.
Like I saw the other people.
Okay.
Not too late right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's currently, as you're walking, there's another group of people that are off to the distance. There's a couple doorways on your right that seem to be closed. There's also an open window. Doesn't seem to be any light behind it. There's also kind of an alley maybe 10 feet down to your right.
Okay, so that group of people, do they seem like the other people who had, like, torches or whatever, or?
They appear to be less worried about order. It seems kind of more wild. You hear chains and you hear the clanging of metal.
Yeah, I'm gonna duck into that open window with no light in it.
Alright, so make an acrobatics check to... No, an athletics check to climb up into the window.
18!
You manage to get into that window and you crawl in. And as you look in there, you realize you are in someone's kitchen. There doesn't seem to be anyone in here.
I'm gonna hide until that crowd passes.
Okay, you're currently crouching on the counter of this.
Yeah.
Crowd takes a few minutes and passes by. Nothing seems to happen.
As soon as it seems like they're gone, I'm gonna hop out the window.
Okay. You manage to jump down the window. It was only about 6 or 7 feet up.
Okay.
I mean, that's 2 of her. That's not nothing.
I'm not going to make her jump for less than 10 feet. So then you head out and you make it back in. Make one perception roll.
I'm gonna... 20. Not
Okay.
natural.
So, as you're leaving the bazaar, the temple of Arata, you see that there's these, like, fluttering pieces coming out of the top of it. And it appears to be, like, red and smoldering and smoky that seem to be pouring out. It seems like they're releasing the curses.
We should have burned that jar.
And it's just kind of pouring out. And you watch as they almost seem to move about with purpose.
What do I even care? I live for this sort of shit. I keep going.
Alright, you managed to make it back without any issues. You, about, half hour later, managed to make it back to the inn. The inn is currently locked.
Is the woman still in the trough, or is she?
Yeah, she's still sitting in there, and she appears to have pulled, like, some hay over herself.
You're probably quite cold in
I'm
there.
fine. This is better than burning.
That's a good point.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Is my arm still kind of glowing?
No, not
Okay.
at this point.
Okay. Yeah. That's probably not a bad idea. I wouldn't recommend falling asleep.
It's fine. It doesn't really matter anymore. I can't sleep in this anyways.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that you shouldn't do that, because you might, like, slip under the water, and...
Okay.
Yeah. Well...
You should either get in here and talk to me or stop talking. Maybe people will notice.
I thought I was in there.
Oh, did you get into the trough?
Not in the trough, but into the stables.
It's outside the stables.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get opposite the trough.
Okay.
Like, so where, like... Hopefully,
We're not facing the street.
Yeah, we're not facing the street. Like,
Okay.
I'm like still somewhat hidden from the street.
Yeah.
Like,
So you got on the other side and you kind of crouch down.
Yeah, I envision there being a wall on.
Yeah.
And so I'll sit behind the wall and just like legs up and just kind of like
Okay.
that kind of thing. Not hiding necessarily, but also not really visible.
Okay. Are you going to spend a lot of time there? Like the whole night if you need to?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
And I'll get as much like rest as I can.
Okay. So you're staying out there. You managed to make it inside before the doors are locked because you are recognized by Podrick. Says, "Come in here."
Good man, Podrick. It's very chaotic out there, isn't it?
I warned you!
You did. But look, I'm still alive.
Where's
aren't
your friend?
I don't know. But I'm sure he's fine. He said he was fine.
You should get upstairs. I'm about to close down here.
Alright, well... If you see him, let him in.
I'm not going to be down here to let him in, but okay.
Well, you know. I'll watch from the window.
Okay. So
Not the time, Dad.
as he arrives, make perception to see if you can notice him.
That's 16 plus 5, 21.
You weren't stealthing.
Nope.
You did see a figure. Couldn't necessarily make him out. Kind of hurry over to the stables and talk to the trough lady, who is still, you can see, sitting back there. And then kind of curl up and sit out of view of everyone but really your view from the building.
It's probably nothing. Curious.
Okay. How long are you
going to sit and observe?
Okay. I'm making as close to idle chat as I can with the woman. Like basically saying like, so my companion found the stall, set it on fire, which coincidentally set all of the other stalls also on fire because there was a string connecting them.
String?
Of gunpowder, apparently, looks like.
Oh!
Yeah, it was not ideal.
I mean, your friend doesn't, dawdle.
No, she doesn't. It's certainly points about her.
You're watching as they're talking and idly chatting.
He seems alright.
Okay.
I'll be like, I'll cast message.
So amidst conversation as you're talking to her about how you got away.
Clayton, is that you?
How long after is this?
Since you got there?
Yeah.
15 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. I let him chat with her for a little while, and then I'm like...
Okay.
It is.
Do you want to come back in at all, or are you just going to hang out up there for the rest of the night?
Well, I mean, we are leaving hopefully in the morning.
I mean, I see you out there. I can let you in if you want.
I
can make Podrick let you in.
I think he's probably stressed
I'll wake
enough.
him up.
I can't stop you from doing that,
Click.
can I?
Just end the spell.
Yeah, it's like, and there she goes.
I go and get Podrick.
Right, so roll perception to find Podrick.
Probably weirding out the lady that was in the trough there.
That's 1823. 1823.
You managed to catch Podrick in flagrante delicto with a barmaid.
Yes, right. I don't want to interrupt this, but my friend needs to Yeah, I don't care. My friend needs to get inside. You can get back to your friend in a little bit.
Podrick is extremely red and embarrassed.
It's fine. Sex happens. Now let's go.
Do you just... Here, you let them in.
Okay, I take the keys and I...
Bring them back!
I will. I go and I get Gal.
Alright, so you open the door.
Yeah, and I motion to him.
I guess she's... Are you sure? Are you sure you...
I'm fine. I don't want to even attempt to leave the water right now.
That's fair, I suppose. Well, good night.
Good night.
I go inside.
Right. You make it back in.
Yeah.
Do you lock the door?
I lock the door and then I go straight back there and I just throw the keys on their sexy bodies and I go back to my room. Like I literally just open the room, throw the keys in.
So through the
bed.
midst of like awkward moans,
you just
ow!
And then I shut the door. Come on. He's having fun in there. At least somebody's gonna have fun tonight.
Okay.
I could use some sleep, but we're going to want to wake up somewhat early tomorrow. The ship leaves at dawn, and hopefully our companions will be back at that point.
Do you want me to tell Podrick to wake us up? I open the door. Podrick, wake us up before dawn!
Okay! Leave me alone!
I shut the door. I slam the door closed again. Alright, taking care.
At this point, a barmaid just covering herself in clothes leaves out of that room and goes someplace else. Baby, wait! Come back! She won't bother us anymore!
You know, as terrible as you can be at times, that was absolutely hilarious.
I didn't tell her she had to leave. That was her own choice.
You might be worth traveling with.
At least he will wake us up before dawn now.
I don't know if he will, but we'll find out.
Well, I'm going off to bed. See you in the morning.
I think I will too. See you then.
I hop, skip, and a jump to my bedroom.
Alright. So you guys head to bed. And it's very difficult to sleep between the screaming and the yelling and the chanting and the pitchforks and the fire.
Is it for me though?
You decide that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, you manage to sleep through a good portion of the night. You are not woken up by Podrick.
What?
Can I still roll if I was able to wake up on time? Because I was.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you both have a chance to roll.
10.
10 is enough.
11 plus
Are we
perception?
doing plus anything, or?
No, just straight rolls.
Okay.
Oh, 11.
Yeah, you both managed to wake up on time.
Are our companions back?
You don't see them around you. You also didn't leave your room yet.
No.
Well,
You spend your time preparing your spells.
we don't really have time for that right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can do it on the boat.
Yeah.
Alright. So you leave the room. You currently don't have anyone at the rooms.
Yeah.
That fucker, Podrick. He had one job to do.
You walked in on him at least 3 times.
I just needed to borrow his keys. He told me it was fine. What good is it going to keep there? My goodness.
There's currently no one downstairs. It's dead. It's probably 5 in the morning.
Yep.
Maybe our friends are waiting for us at the docks.
That would be the hope. Let's go find out.
You go to the door. It's currently locked.
Oh, right.
Can I open a window?
Any windows open, or are they boarded, or?
They're currently locked.
Okay.
The shutters have been shut on them.
Yeah.
I walk up to Podrick's room and I start kicking the door. Oh wait, is it open?
You try the door. It is open.
I open it.
You see Podrick passed out. He currently has 2 empty bottles of wine.
I slap his face. Get up, buddy.
He does not wake.
Do I find his keys?
Roll perception.
That's a natural one. I thought they were here
I will
somewhere.
also look for keys.
Okay.
That's a 16.
You see one of them underneath his back, because he's lying on them.
I'll try and grab it and slowly pull it out.
Alright, make a strength check.
Nope. That's a 1.
Roll to confirm.
Nope, don't confirm. But
Podrick's hand clasps yours.
The door is locked.
Keys.
The door is locked, and we need to get
It's
out.
safe that way, my head. And he kind of rolls over, and you see the keys are stuck to his back.
That's.
I just peel them off.
Alright, make a dexterity check.
Natural 20.
Without even alerting you, just...
Gross.
You have sweaty back keys.
Ugh. I hold them like this as I walk to the door.
I press to digitate them.
Alright.
Okay, great. I open the front door.
Alright, you managed to find the right
keys behind me, behind the counter. Let's go, Palladium.
You hear the shattering of glass as the door shuts.
I don't care. I leave.
The city looks to be in a little bit of ruin. There's soot. The woman may or may not still be in the trough. You're welcome to investigate.
I'll check, yeah.
Right, as you go to get your horse and cart anyways,
Yeah.
you see that the woman is asleep.
Is
With her head outside of the
Dolores here still?
Yes.
Shit, do you see that?
Yeah.
Dolores is still here. That means
Yeah.
those two haven't come back yet.
Does it? Or does it mean... I don't know.
I don't think they'd leave Dolores behind.
I don't remember if she was here before last night.
Bay was kind of fond of Dolores.
Yeah, don't you think they'd take Lois with her? Either way, we're going to miss the boat, and I paid good money for it.
Right.
Honestly, it's their choice if they want to come with us or not.
Fine, let's go.
Right, you make it to the docks.
Oh wait, we're gonna see if we can talk to the lady in the trough.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
just wanted to
Make it to the trough. She's
wanna
sleeping.
I want to wake her up there. Sorry, you're going to want to get home. It's the morning and your clothes are not in the best of shape.
And it's very cold.
It's also very cold. I can help with that if you like.
Please.
Okay, I'm just
She
gonna...
kind of like starts crawling out of
Okay, I'm
very
good.
shakily.
As she does, I'm gonna dry her off with prestidigitation.
Okay. Squeegee the water off of her.
Sorry, I know that's a bit awkward, but it'll...
I can't feel it. You see that she's blue a little bit.
Well, I'm glad you're not on
best
fire
get home
anymore.
and... I know that fire may not be your favourite thing right now, but maybe get some going in the fireplace and to warm up. Not
She
too
kind of
much.
shivers and kind of starts walking haphazardly down the street.
That's not great.
I'll
Okay.
prestidigitate some warmth, because you can do that slightly.
Right.
Ooh.
How nice. And she just kind of keeps
Okay.
walking.
Alright, good luck. Let's go.
Yeah, so...
You're welcome for the
Thank you.
toy thing. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so...
The toy thing.
take the...
Fuck your boss.
Shit, I guess I'll take the horse. I think I'm gonna leave the cart with, like, taking the stuff that I need, like, taking the stuff off it.
Okay, so you're gonna leave your cart?
Leave the cart with a note saying, sorry about that.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna get a nice cart, dude.
It's a nice cart, but we're going on a boat.
That's true. I know. I'm just saying. Should have sold
Yeah.
that.
Are you able to
thing.
carry everything on there?
With the saddles
horse.
and the horse, and some rope, hopefully.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and finagle something. It might be...
Make a craft check for me.
that is a 10 total.
You're able to hold about half of what you got on the cart.
Can I assist?
I don't actually have that much. Like, I've got some rations.
Like how much weight?
Oh, how
Roll- yeah,
much
roll
does
this.
rations weigh?
Weigh half a... Is it a pound
I
per
think it's
or
a pound,
half a pound?
but I'm gonna double check.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay.
But that doesn't
Yeah.
really... That's
So
just
it's
gives you a
12,
2.
so you're able to...
Yeah.
My main things here, I had my ration packs, and I had 3 more left of those. I had I had my what you call it? I had like
Rations
water
weigh
skins.
half a pound.
Okay. So I had like I had my rations, I had my water skin, I had my crafting kit, I had my extra spell book, and a lot of this can fit in my backpack as well because
Yeah.
I have a really good backpack. But
Oh, it's running out of batteries, that's why.
Oh.
yeah, so I don't actually have that much.
Okay, then you're probably able to do it if you put it in your backpack
Yeah,
too.
I can put a lot of stuff in my backpack.
Okay, and with your crafting help, you're able to fit without having like a saddlebags, because I don't think you have saddlebags.
No, I don't. But
Okay, you kind of fashion out of rope, just something to hold the larger things like your bedroll and...
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you make it down to the docks, you start passing through. It's very deserted.
Okay.
There's hardly even any guards around.
Okay.
But as you continue to walk down, you see that there's kind of a taped off area where the woman, the harbor master was. And as you get closer, you see that she's lying face up on the ground and is currently very pale. So you see that there's kind of a bulge in her throat.
That wasn't me, I swear. I didn't write a single curse.
So it's taped off?
Mhm.
I swear that wasn't me, I swear.
I don't know if I believe you, but I also think that it doesn't really do any good at this point.
Sex metal, goddammit! Coincidence?
And her eyes are kind of bulging out of her skull.
Yeah, she's...
That wasn't me, I swear.
She's
You were
nice.
with me last night. I didn't have time to do that.
There were 5 hours of yesterday that I have no idea where you were.
I went to the Temple of Cynthian after I realized how stupid curses would be to do. I mean, if you're gonna exact revenge on someone, why not do it yourself? Instead of relying on some stupid
Fair point, it
god
doesn't seem
that
like-
you don't even follow.
Doesn't seem like quite your style.
No, not at all. If I want someone to suffer, I want it to be at my hands.
There, it focused on you guys again.
Oh, good.
Well, in any case, she seems quite
Dead.
Yeah.
Very dead. How could you do this to me?
There's reasons.
I'm sure, yes.
Okay, well...
Be careful what you say out loud, Calandry.
Apparently words have power.
Apparently.
Well...
Yikes. Which boat are we taking?
Are there any sailors at all?
Not around at the moment.
I don't know if there is a boat.
What are we supposed to do now?
Well... Our ride's kind of fucked. Well... And there's no one else on the streets. Like...
Hello? Hello?
And echo and you look around. Not a fishing boat.
Why does that work for Bay, but it doesn't work for me?
Bay was in a place where it's going to echo more, and also that there were people or things that could respond.
There.
Either way,
I fucking hate this place. I thought we'd
So does it look like she was actually taped off before she died, or was it taped off after? Was it taped off and then she fell over and died, or did she die? Does it look like she died and then it was taped off?
It looks like it's kind of a police line.
Oh.
Okay. Who the fuck?
Maybe I'm not the only person who had that thought.
There's also kind of a chalk outline.
Apparently I'm not the only person who thought that.
Apparently. Well,
she wasn't a very nice lady.
Yeah, she wasn't. But that doesn't mean she deserved to die, at least not in those people's eyes. I know what you're going to say.
Roll perception.
Yeah.
Just you.
3.
Never mind. You perceive the body.
I suppose we should probably head back to the inn.
What is that?
Garbage.
Oh.
We should probably head back to the inn. I don't think that we're going to be leaving today.
Probably not.
Alright. And as we head back to the inn, that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
that was a wild night of partying.
it was, because there were several things you guys could have run into, but you didn't.
I didn't know how.
It was interesting, the questions that you asked.
Yeah. I legitimately did not know where to go.
I would think where you live would be the more, but I didn't really want. I wasn't gonna ask that because I didn't want to really do the revenge thing.
What revenge thing?
The
curses?
The curse thing. At least not,
yeah, I did that more for show.
At least not at that particular point.
Yeah.
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 I mean, there are people that she would probably put curses on, but she decided not to.
Which I found interesting and I kind of liked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's having some troubles with her decision making.
Self-sufficiency is very important to her, it seems. So I kind of like that one.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
It was a good turning point.
Yeah, because at first she's the type of person to be like, yes, of course, and then she's like, that's not right.
Meredith
Something about this does not say
said that
right.
you were her favorite.
Aww.
Before she went to bed.
Aww.
Ah.
Aww. Like as in Danicka is her favorite?
Or then Marcina.
Oh.
And I think you two are a very interesting duo.
Yeah.
Like, you're an interesting moral compass.
I just wish there would have been a little bit more direction of like where to go, because I think that like we were kind of floundering a little bit.
Yeah, I had more planned, but when I lost half the people. Yeah. So I'm sorry I
understand that
bit.
running some of my games too, because like sometimes I'll plan certain things.
Yeah, there was a lot more, but honestly a lot of stuff I had planned were gonna be too strong for you guys to handle, and I couldn't reasonably level it down. So
no, that's fair. Yeah.
But next time, hopefully things will get better. I also wanted to kind of leave it at a point where they could naturally return.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Vanish is a very helpful spell.
Ta-da!
That's great, and I like how you found your
secret
secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel through the mountain.
Alright.
I
Any
met some
other questions, comments,
Scary, weird
concerns?
people who tell lies.
Oh, I remember the last
I like
night
your
now.
descriptions.
A lot of people died.
No, it's the secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also works.
Yeah.
Any
I
other-
liked your descriptions of the temples a lot.
Thanks!
Here's
When I made the whole thing, the coin.
that's
You didn't use the coin, it's yours to use for story points.
Yeah, but you need to have that to give out for other people. I know I have 2 story points now, but
But you can have up to 5.
but I know I have 2. But I have that marked, so I don't need a coin.
I have enough of them that it's fine. I like to have the physical
Okay.
things anyways. It's easier for me to keep track.
Also, it's really badass when you use them in a really cool way and you're like, take my coins. Like, I don't know, it's cool.
There's a feeling when you get to hand over like a
Oh,
stack
it was
of
like
coins.
when,
It's like,
in the last
I've
campaign,
got
like,
something
we
to
were
do.
trapped in a demiplane, and the gnomes were getting fucked by all the undead zombies and shit, and we were like, we were like running through a horde, and then our paladin decided to give a prayer to Sarenrae to help the innocents, and a bunch of us gave our coins at the same time, and they like apparated all of the gnomes out of there so
I
they
love
would
it.
keep dying.
And all their bodies, so they
and
would
all the
turn to
dead
undead.
ones. Yeah.
yeah.
So that they
And they never got to where they were sent because they were all sent over to
the Temple
Whitechapel,
of Sarenrae.
which was Serenae's temple, and it was really beautiful.
Yeah. But they were safe.
Yeah, it was. It was a very. I think it was one of the most epic moments.
It was very epic for us. Because, like, I just, like, started holding out my coins, and then they were
I
like,
hate to cut it short, but I have a class at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
yeah.
No
so,
worries.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. In 2 weeks, we should have a larger group.
Yay!
So we will be playing again on. Looks like October 10th.
Thanks for running a game for us, Colton.
Yeah.
Thank you, Colton.
So we'll see you October 10th at 6:30. Bye, guys.
Yeah, bye.